Hello, everybody. Thank you for waiting for us. We are here almost on time. A little bit late, sorry. Daughter couldn't find her stuffed animals, so I had to run up there and help her. But here we are. Episode 99, which means Friday. Make sure you tune in Friday at 7 p.m. for our 100th episode, sitting around a table, rolling real dice, potentially fighting a Kraken. So, before we get started today, and again, we have everyone here. Everyone. It's amazing. So, before we get started, a few announcements. Scott, what are you going to talk about today?
I don't know, man. I don't know. The era of the angel numbers is over. We are over 1,000 on YouTube. We are monetized, so I got to come up with something else. We're all very happy. Thank you to everybody that got us over the mark. And if you'd like to support the stream even further, go over to patreon.com/thosenatural1s. We have lots of different options there, and it is our preferred way to support the stream. So you can check out the list of our patrons at the mid screen and end screens. One benefit is a weekly shout out to everybody at the major level or higher. So once again, thank you, Lesson Flora Marlatt and Don Marlatt, for support. We really appreciate all of the support we get. Check it out, patreon.com/thosenatural.
Absolutely, and thank you to the, I don't even know how many people. We got like close to 50 subscribers over the past like 3 days. So thank you to all of the newcomers for pushing us over that goal.
We really should thank your lovely wife, because she really spearheaded a lot of that.
Yeah,
she did a wonderful job.
My wife, who basically begged, borrowed, and pleaded to get people to subscribe. Thank you, Erica, for that.
My wife.
Oh, you said it first.
So, when they are not speaking of our social media, though, when not on Patreon, where else can they find us? Emery.
You can find us on YouTube, like you're probably watching right now, you 1,000 subscribers out there and growing. You can also watch us on Twitch, on Kick, on Trovo. You can watch our short videos on TikTok and on YouTube Shorts, which more coming soon. You can also interact with us on Facebook. You can also interact with our very own Butch on Butch's blog on Tumblr.
That's right. I'm on Tumblr. Butch is on Tumblr. You can communicate directly with me. I can answer your questions. And you can even learn why Butch wears bright clothing. It's there in the blog.
It's there in the blog. So much to learn from Butch. You can also, for all of you who listen to the audio-only version, you can find us wherever podcasts are sent out into the universe. And if you are someone who happens to pay Daddy Bezos every month or once a year for that sweet Amazon Prime subscription, that also comes with a free subscription to Twitch Prime. Find the spot on Twitch where you say you're gonna sub, gift a sub, manage a sub, and hit that little checkmark box to send us a little bit of support that you're already giving to Daddy Bezos.
Jeffrey Bezos.
It's just a little box. Support us.
I just did.
Thank you, Scott, for your subscription.
Really believing in the show.
Indeed.
Do remember to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications, and when you hit the bell, make sure to hit all and not personalized, so that way you never miss an episode. Do also remember to sound off in the comments. Tell us how we're doing, or give us a shout out, or tell us where we're screwing up. which we inevitably will. It's D&D. There's a lot.
Except
Indeed.
when it comes to time zones, we got that covered.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
More lore. Like Erica Marlatt, wife of the DM and fan of the show, remember to tell all your friends. Any and all support and liking and subscribing and sharing and sounding off helps us out a ton.
That's right. Keep checking that bell every time you need to. Just like our good friend here, Jerica Evans, just reminded us. So,
Check the bell.
thank you for that. I think that is just about it. And just one more reminder again to make sure you have your calendar set. This Friday, the 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern, whatever you want to call it time. 100th episode, sitting around a table. We might have a couple surprises planned for you. So make sure you're watching to enjoy the fun. Oh, Trovo is having some issues today. I apologize to the no one who watches us on Trovo. For some reason, it's not connecting. So I'm going to stop that. It just keeps reconnecting every 5 minutes. So sorry, we are not on Trovo tonight. But anyway.
Trovo tonight.
The
Sam.
universe is keeping score, even if no one else is.
Exactly. Sam, what happened
Yes.
last week?
So last week,
Can we get the clean version? Not the OnlyFans version?
yes, I have a Fade to Black version.
Nothing.
Let's see. So Butch flirted a
Still on
bit
the
with
first 5
Roxy and invited her to dinner. She suggested going to the Siren Song. Everyone but Arnon followed Butch and Roxy. Arriving at the tavern, we found that Elric and Amisra were no longer there as they had gone for a walk. We were greeted warmly by the staff and made attempt 2 at dinner and drinks. Orpheus suggested a drinking game of Never Have I Ever, and rabble-rousing ensued. Many drinks were thrown back and con saves were rolled. Rain and Gwen pranked Orpheus and Butch as they attempted to carry an unconscious Roxy to her room, while Arnon got familiar with Vigos back at the Bloodhunter lair. Rain shared with us what happened to their eye, and that it ended with them trying to claw it out after being overtaken by a curse during a mission to reclaim a magical artifact. The night ended with Butch heading back to the ship alone as Orpheus brooded through the night to a level of exhaustion the next morning. The party reunited at the ship, setting sail to find the Kraken we were soon to face. The end. For now.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And that is where we will pick up. It is early in the morning. You all just set sail. Sail! Start heading out in a general westerly direction, following Rain's guidance, as they are the one who last encountered the Kraken. Granted, that was potentially over a decade ago. Is music playing? Music is playing. Fantastic. It's just really quiet. Let's bump that up a little bit. There we go. So they are taking you close to where they last encountered the Kraken, a little over a decade ago. As the sun rises behind you, what would you all like to accomplish on this first day of travel?
Let's see. Did I do my divination last night?
You did not. Last night you were still kind of like hanging out at the bar for a
Okay.
while, and then in the
Sure.
morning is when you guys came.
Well, I will reorganize my spells to start off with.
All right. So, what are you all doing?
Going to get up in the morning and put those new bracers on. Kind of Absent-mindedly, like not even really thinking about it. And then I am going to set up a contingency spell.
Fantastic. What are you contingencying?
Contingency, I am going to casting contingency. When I activate my blade song, greater invisibility will activate.
Ooh, I like that. Fantastic.
And doing that, that is officially both of those spells cast today in order for that to work.
Okay. That works. You now have a contingency of greater invisibility when you activate your blade song. I love it. What are the rest of you doing? Oh, you have more. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Hey, one other thing. After that, I am going to look for the rest of the group and try to establish a plan as opposed to what we normally do, which is
fuck around and find out.
Exactly that. Hoping for like an actual plan for this whole thing.
Fantastic.
And I'm gonna see who I find.
All right. And as he is doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
Stretching.
Stretching? Cool. Anything else?
I'm hovering around Rain, just trying to gauge their vibe going into this. Like seeing if I can
Go ahead and roll me
discern anyway.
an insight check.
21.
21. Pretty good. They are noticeably nervous. Not terrible right now, because more than likely because they know that they have a few days before you guys even come into the area that they last encountered the Kraken. And who knows, it's been 10 years. That thing could be long gone at this point. A little nervous, a little just preoccupied would be the best way to describe their mannerisms. A little fidgety. You can see them kind of picking at the wheel with their fingers, just kind of like there's this one kind of like groove in the wheel that they have their right hand on, and you just see them just catching their fingernail in it and just kind of just picking at it.
I think I'm gonna be around, but not actively in their face for the time being. Just for now, unless I notice that that's getting worse.
Fantastic. Anything else from anyone else?
Orpheus is nursing his hangover and exhaustion, and he will potentially be looking to fill his spell ring once we all get back together.
I would say Elric, probably the first person you come across is Orpheus. You also see Gwen up near Rain, kind of standing off, I'm assuming, just like looking over the railing and stuff, just checking shit out.
Yep, trying to look nonchalant.
Even when she's trying to be concerned, she's creeping when she does it.
Roll a deception check.
Me?
Yeah, you. Because you're trying to look nonchalant.
No.
Let's see how well you are looking nonchalant.
Are you nonchalant?
You are chalant.
Chalant.
I'm so chalant right now.
You are so chalant.
Ugh.
The most chalant.
Yeah, you see Gwen standing up there, just kind of like, I don't know, looking over the balconies towards the water, then like turning and looking at Rain and kind of like half step. Oh no, maybe I should just sit here, kind of wrapping her fingers together as Gwen is wont to do. You see Arnon stretching, apparently.
Yeah.
Tai Chi on the middle of the deck.
Yeah. Zinri,
Whatever he's going to do, he's going to do it loose.
is there anybody up in the windy douchebag area of this ship?
You do see one just... this is a more younger male human, longer brown hair, kind of pulled back underneath a red bandana.
Yeah, forget that.
Okay.
I think Butch is probably trying to help with food prep for morning breakfast.
All right, but you are down in the galley doing your thing.
Gonna log those hours.
Yeah. This is a galley you're familiar with at this point. You helped out the two, I think there were two cooks in there that you were helping out on the voyage here from Conticaria, or what was used to be Conticaria.
The nation formerly known as Conticaria.
Ember, is there anything specific you're doing?
I am finishing up a meditation.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go find Gwen because I have something for her.
Easy enough to find her as she is hovering
Creeping everyone out.
hovering near the captain in a very chalant way. I don't care. I don't care if that's a thing or not. It is now.
Well, hi, Gwen. I've never seen you looking so chalant.
You mean nonchalant?
No.
Lean on the
not
railing and
quite.
like slip off and like come back.
Make a deck save.
No! How dare you?
Splash.
Bye. Yeah. What's up?
So I'm not very good at these things, but I have a hobby of doing this whittly thing, and I stole a piece of that trunk from that battle that we did way back in the Feywild, and I made you this really awkward-looking eagle. That's for you, and I put a little hole in it so you could put it on your little keychain-looking face.
Oh, thank you. Gwen takes it and is overjoyed, like finding somewhere to hook it immediately. Thank you.
Gets a splinter immediately.
Worth it. Worth it. I am going to treasure this, and it's going to make me remember when I dropped that guy in the air to the ground. It was lovely. Thank you, Ember.
Splat. But thanks for giving me a ride up to the ship as an eagle.
Absolutely.
And I hope we survive this ship.
Same. Very much the same.
Elric,
gonna
you see everyone except for Butch on deck, as well as a few random sailors, and Rain, of course.
Right.
I'll go
Every-
aboard. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, and hop on board.
Oh, I was just going to ask Nick how many days or nights there are before the full moon.
Sam, how many days or nights are there before the full moon?
I can tell you that. Hold on.
Calendar check.
Butch needs
Yep.
to know.
I can tell you.
Butch would definitely know.
Yeah.
So we just had a full moon on the 15th. Hold
Okay.
on.
If you played your cards right, Roxy would have given you a full moon.
Yikes.
God damn.
She was very inebriated. I was also very inebriated. It would not have been gentlemanly of me.
A mooning rarely is.
So the next one would be on the 14th of the following month. We have 28 days in our month. It's the 25th today.
Okay. That gives me plenty of time to totally forget to cast Remove Curse and then force Nick to deal with Butch being a werebear.
That could be fun.
Actually,
It'd be
15th.
ridiculous. Butch loses
What if a
control, goes
turtle-
out and eats all the berries.
What if a turtle turned into a bear?
That's a lot lower AC, I tell you what.
All right. So yeah, you have plenty of time. Plenty of time. No big deal.
Sure, remember?
Elric, are you kind of
Yeah.
rallying everybody to formulate a plan?
Yes, everyone. Gather round.
So loud, Elric. Not so loud.
Oh, do Butch's ears tingle?
You can make a perception check from the lower deck to see if
Are
you
you
hear it.
shouting, Elric?
Does Butch's lower deck tingle?
Please don't shout, Elric.
Oh my god. What the... Does Butch have a fucking tingle?
The Butch tingle.
Turtle tingle.
The turtle tingle.
Tingle.
I'm probably gonna bomb this roll.
Sweet mercy.
11.
You don't. There's a lot of noise, a lot of creaking of the
A lot of
ship
noise
and
in this
everything. You don't, chopping and you
Well,
hear
maybe
noises of the ship.
Maybe I'm bringing up
Other-
food once this meeting gets started.
Okay.
Right.
One way or the other,
Everyone?
Butch comes up and joins the group at some point.
Yeah. Like everyone, we are going into a battle that, if what the Jarl says is true, no one has been able to win. Which means we need a plan.
We don't really do that here.
God damn it. Arnon.
Facts is
As-
facts.
Oh my god. As the one person who would be the most generally versed in monster knowledge, we're kind of relying on you here.
We don't really do monstrosities.
Oh my god.
It's not my bag, baby.
Okay. In that case,
But
that
what you're saying
means
is very important. But what kind of food did Butch bring up?
We'll get to that in a minute once he comes back and tells
This
us.
is the best timing possible. Literally, as he's standing up to leave.
I'm just saying, Arden might be hangry.
That was unfortunate.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Oh my god, does Arnon need a Snickers? Is that what we're doing right now?
It's not going to change facts.
Oh,
Burned
sure
a lot of
I'll take
calories
one.
last night. It's a lot of
Blood
high
hunter.
fives.
Blood hunter
Very
stuff.
exhausting.
I don't know what that means, but we're going to move on.
My plasma's low.
And oh my god. Your fluid levels notwithstanding, we need to concern ourselves with how to exsanguinate a Kraken.
You want to specifically exsanguinate the Kraken?
In general terms, it's usually what happens when you stab something enough times.
That's fair.
In order to defeat a creature that's going to be attacking us from beneath the sea, we need to come up with a strategy for what we're going to do once we encounter this thing.
Stick them with the
Wait,
pointy
did-
end.
Okay, good. Because for a moment I was afraid that you've got like some sort of blood hunter vampire powers.
Well, I will say I'm not particularly capable on the open ocean. Does anybody have any spells I can put in my spell ring to fly or breathe underwater?
I was planning on casting water walking on us upon seeing the creature.
I can.
I prepped control water.
I haven't prepped it yet, but I can
The
do
only
water
thing
breathing.
we need, the only thing we need more than water walking is water breathing.
Was that a sea cow?
I think it was.
Yes.
Did I hear a
Yes, it
sea
was.
cow?
Yep.
How did you know?
I'm a manatee.
Manatee. Don't touch them; it's illegal.
Okay,
Yeah, I can give us water breathing for 24 hours when we get. Well, I don't know. Do I do it the night before we fight the Kraken so that I can have a different spell in its place?
how long does it take for you to cast that?
One action.
Oh, that's
But I can
6
ritual
seconds.
cast it. So 10 minutes, 6 seconds? Or is it longer
Well,
for me?
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know
it's-
what level it is, but if it's a low enough level, you could ritual cast it into my ring, and then I can break it out the moment we need it.
It is 3rd level.
Throw it in the ring.
How many
I got-
slots
think-
does that use up?
I got 5 total,
3.
so that'll be 3.
I think something a bit more offensive should go in that ring.
This
got
does
2 more
last for
spots.
24 hours. So I don't
Yeah,
have to
the-
cast it immediately before.
Yeah.
Right.
When
Although
we're
if we
within
don't encounter
range
the
of it.
Kraken within that 24 hours, you won't have it prepared anymore.
I prepared guiding bolt. I could throw a couple in there if you want. It gives makes it much easier to hit the target after you've hit it with a guiding bolt.
Are you suggesting something?
Sorry, I thought we were talking about spells to put in your ring.
Never mind, Butch. Never mind.
Which might be tall, but a lot goes over his head.
Butch is totally unaware of Orpheus's previous accuracy issues.
Don't think he's even considered it.
I see through your deception. I don't even have to roll.
That's good.
From
It's
the deck behind you guys, you hear Rain just shout out, "Couldn't you just cast that every night just in case?"
I'm pretty
Water
sure that's how
breathing?
that works.
Yeah. You said you
Should
were
have-
worried about whether or not you were going to encounter this thing. Having it, just fucking do it every night. You get the
Well, it's
spell
m-
back over. You get the spell back when you sleep anyway. What's the fucking point of not, or what would be the bad thing about just doing it every night?
Having the spell slot for something else?
But if you do it right before you fall asleep and it lasts 24 hours. You see what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying
then
there,
the next
sweetie?
night I won't have it because I'll have unprepared it after I casted it.
Oh, shit. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Hmm.
I guess I'm the asshole.
No. All suggestions welcome.
So, what skill is used for tactics?
Like battle tactics?
You know, the thing we're discussing.
I mean, that would just be. It's not really a skill specific thing. You can come up with whatever plan you want.
Right.
Are you trying to roll to have a good plan?
No, see, my thinking would be if you roll well, that means the plan is good, regardless of how stupid the plan actually
I
is.
don't think that's how that works. I
kidding.
like what you're going for there.
That'd be a cool feat.
That stupid plan actually worked. Well, you rolled really well.
Yeah, it's a feat called Against All Odds.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It'll be in a book in a month.
Oh my god.
You know
One
they're
in a
watching.
million shot talk.
Don't give them ideas.
Apparently, we already did. There's a whole book about it now.
Okay, don't give them ideas that we could turn into money.
Trees.
Well, if you want,
Okay.
if you want to give me something particularly devastating to a giant ocean monster, you put up to a 5th level spell in this ring. Any ideas, Elric?
I do have Steel Wind Strike. Though I'm not sure if you can target individual tentacles with that, or if it just counts all of it as just the one.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the spells that our fighter casts from the ring, he'll get the bonus of the caster when he does it, right?
Correct.
So, I was just looking at my guiding bolt because that's a +9. It's pretty good. How does Steel Ring Strike work?
Steel Wind Strike, how the spell works is flourish the weapon used in the casting, and then you vanish to strike like a wind. Choose up to 5 creatures that you can see within 30 feet of you, and each individual hit is a melee spell attack, technically. And on a hit, the hit is worth 6d10 force damage.
Oh, sweet lunar lady.
Pretty
I
good.
wonder if you could use that to attack separate tentacles rather than separate creatures.
That was my question, but that would turn this spell into going from kind of good to really good.
Yeah, it really depends on how the above board mechanics are going to work.
Yeah. At this point,
And I'm not going to tell you that.
No,
Yeah, no.
The
we'll find out
gods,
too late.
the gods are silent on your inquiry.
Well, having Elric explain how his spell works, Orpheus just kind of holds out his ring. Gimme.
Mine.
Easy. And then Elric is going to brandish his spear and then kind of holding it out and touching the ring with it, magically imbue the ring with the spell Steel Wind Strike.
Fantastic. What
That's the
level
full
is
set.
that?
5 levels.
Is that 5?
Yep.
I figured with that much fucking damage, it had to be 5.
Yeah, that's that it's either going to be good for one thing or really good for 5 things. We'll see.
I almost feel like a real wizard now.
Maybe one day.
Boy.
You're much stronger than a real wizard.
It's fair, Butch. It's fair.
Right. Now that we have that settled.
Alec, I can't remember. Can you fly?
Not yet.
Dang. Okay.
That said, fly might be a really good spell depending on how this goes.
I mean, I can fly. I could bring at least one of you with me. So I could drop one of you on top of the Kraken Harden. Just a thought.
Arnon,
Yes.
Your blood hunter abilities.
Yes.
They're not limited by size, are they?
I mean, I've always been told that size isn't important. But yeah, some of them only affect large or smaller creatures.
Good. Good. What is the most powerful blood hunter ability you have?
It's really hit or miss.
Mostly
I'm not
miss.
familiar with that one.
Yeah. I got that boil thing that you saw, Morpheus. It's pretty fun.
Fun isn't exactly the word I would use.
I got one that like holds them in place, but the problem is things like a Kraken are strong against those abilities because it's based on how strong they are, how tough they are. So a lot of times a monstrous creature like a Kraken is just going to overcome those, unless I catch it at a really bad day.
Constitution's typically too great for that.
Yeah.
So no poison.
With what we no no poison. With what we usually come up across, I typically, as far as my blood hunter goes, use the one ability that distracts them during a strike when I see an opportunity for that. So I can only do this a couple of times between rests.
We'll definitely be plenty rested by the time we find this thing.
Or so you think.
I've been wrong before.
Yeah, it looks like they're about to hit one of you guys, and I might be able to make a miss. I usually feel that that's more important in these situations. So
If you can somehow make it miss the ship, that'll be important too.
yeah, I also can pop somebody back up from unconsciousness once. So I like to keep that handy too, in case both of our healers are down. But we got 3 now, so
Yeah, we are.
good times.
It would not be too much of a stretch to even say perhaps a couple of the gods have favored us.
Have we put any more thought into like a decoy?
I'm still
A
open to
decoy.
that.
Like a lifeboat sent off ahead, hurt the Kraken before it can hurt us, something like that.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Captain,
Yeah, what?
how many powder barrels are you able to part with?
Well, shit, depends on whether or not you want the cannons at full functionality or not, but we have a total of, where's my D4s, and I'll let you know. We got 4 barrels, 4 full barrels of powder that we picked up right before we shoved off.
Think perhaps we could use 1 or 2 for a damaging distraction?
Yeah, I mean, It's up to y'all what you want to do. If you think what exactly you got in mind there, Elric?
Going along with what Ember was suggesting, sending out a raft or boat that we'd be willing to part with, loading some powder onto it, and if we can somehow manage to lure the Kraken, or at least one of its tentacles, up to try to grasp at it, throwing magically some fire from far enough away.
Gwen had the idea to paint. Who was that, Gwen?
Rain.
Paint his very majestic figure and have that on the boat as the decoy. I can also add like a glyph of warning onto the boat, so when it's destroyed by the explosion, it can also do additional damage. I was thinking.
I mean, hell, that sounds like a pretty damn good idea to me.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea.
Can we spare a lifeboat?
For that, I think, yeah. We'll just fucking hope that we don't need the other one. Because we only got 2 lifeboats, and if this ship goes down, we ain't all fitting on one. So it's a gamble, but it might work out.
Yeah, I've got the banishment spell.
Can you use that on the Kraken?
You can.
Where would it
I mean,
send it?
I have to get within 65. I don't even know.
It sends it to a different dimension, but only for 1 minute.
That would be a good way to give us time to readjust our tactics should things go sideways.
Yeah.
And things are probably going to go sideways, knowing us.
Yeah.
Is there anything in that dimension they go to?
It goes to a demi-plane, which is like I think it's basically a pocket reality.
Like an IHOP?
Yes, it's like an IHOP because it's less violent than a Waffle House.
Like a Denny's.
Yeah, it's practically a place of safety.
Yes, not a place where they are likely to suffer damage just sitting there.
Or be made fun of on SNL.
I think can be 2 things.
I think can be 2 things.
In terms of spells, I know I'm bringing a bit to the table. Butch, Ember,
Yep.
Gwen.
Yes.
The 3 of you have the most control over what magic you can bring to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no lightning.
That's confirmed.
Yeah, that was
We know
confirmed.
we know at least no lightning.
No lightning, which sucks because that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a favorite of mine too.
Doesn't really crackle in my sword like the fire when there's already fire on it. It's really cool when there's like lightning under the fire.
It's a pretty cool effect.
It's really like
What you really need is something that'll give you another form of damage to deal.
down in my vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
I do have something I could swap out for. So I've been kind of holding my higher level stuff for transport via plants. but since that probably won't be a thing unless I can use it on coral or some stuff like that,
Algae.
I could. That would be neat if that worked. I distinctly feel like the powers that be would forbid that, but who knows?
It has to be something big enough for you to fit through.
I'll show you.
Coral reefs
Never
are
mind.
pretty big.
That
phrasing.
stop, don't.
I stopped. I do have the ability, if we needed to make a getaway. You remember that way back when the giant mind flayer that my mask came from had rain in its tentacles, and I turned rain into a mist.
Yeah.
So I can, so I can do that, but to everyone, and then you can travel at a much greater speed.
Why don't we get blown
You
by
could
the
fly
wind?
for 300 feet, and you'd have resistance from anything non-magical.
If we were underwater, would that help us move at our like normal rate?
I don't know.
Which spell is that?
Wind walk.
Look at the casting time on that.
1 minute.
Yeah.
It's 10 combat rounds. So do it
Oh
beforehand.
shit! If we're
You did gaseous form last time, which is only a fly speed of 10 feet.
right, and this one is wind walk with a fly speed of 300 feet, but I was
Critical
thinking
roll,
about
did
a
it?
combat cast sound.
The only
Yeah.
reason why I know that is because Marisha cast it one time on accident, and it takes a minute to transform, and they did it in the middle of combat, and it was terrible. It ruined the entire fucking episode.
Yes,
Okay.
that is the kind of magic we want to do beforehand.
Wait, you mean she didn't know how a druid
Fortunately.
worked? All right, what are you saying?
In her defense, druids are fucking hard.
Can
We
confirm.
love you, Marisha. You're awesome. But
Yep.
you finally
Yeah,
found
street cred.
your niche in Laudna, that's for sure. Anyway, moving back to
Oh.
our game now.
Okay,
Yes,
so that would take too long to cast in combat, but if we could get out of combat somehow, I could.
Okay. That is a spell we should cast probably at the beginning of the day.
Well, that doesn't work because the only thing you can do while a gaseous cloud is dash and stop being one.
And stopping being one takes a minute to transform.
True. But ultimately,
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
saying we cannot act as ourselves while clouds.
Right.
So it's
The
an oh
spell is
shit if we
seeming-
have a minute.
The spell is slowly seeming more and more like one that isn't really a combat spell.
Yeah, it's becoming less and less useful.
Should we talk about which concentration spells we're going to be using? Because we basically
We
get
should.
3 powerful abilities. Like, I don't know. Arnon, are Krakens easy to hit? Like the broadside of a barn? Or are they difficult to damage because of how tough they are?
Well, they're pretty tough. I'm not like an expert on Krakens, but yeah, their hide is tough and slippery.
Well, maybe one of us should do Bless then. I mean, it seems basic, but if they're really hard to hit and do damage, I don't know. But I also have a lot of abilities to protect us against magical damages. I'm just not sure if their electric blast count as a spell-like ability, which I could have the damage of or not. And I imagine that Amber's going to be rocking the Spirit Guardians, as is her style.
Rude.
Okay.
I
Gwen?
mean, all things considered, the Spiritual Guardians has gotten all of us out of at least a few sticky situations already. That's a very, very good spell. Only thing is, we have to make sure that Ember, if you're going to be using that, we get you within range.
I mean, I can make.
There will be tentacles everywhere, so that shouldn't be a problem.
That's fair. I can make everyone have the ability to walk on water,
It's gonna be like hentai in here.
but it's going to be very turbulent water.
Nope.
Just like
What the hell
No,
did God
no,
just say?
no, I
man?
quit.
It's like a Mai Tai, but sexier. You're going to get effed up either way.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
No, not really. I do plan on having some guiding bolts to help. I'm just trying to decide if I should amp up our healing or try to prevent damage. I'm guessing I should amp up our healing because I do have a spell that will make everyone within range of me get full heals from every heal spell, which is ridiculous. So I
That
don't
is
know
going
if-
to go a long way.
I don't know if Krakens cast spells or not. Are they? Do they
we
talk? Are they intelligent?
Not really.
Oh my gosh.
Bestial.
Okay, so they're bestial. All right, so I can't place a gish upon it.
It's not like what's that thing that you guys don't like in Mesh? Aboleth? It's not like that.
Aboleths are terrifying monsters.
Yeah, they're the thinky fish. These are the grushy fish.
Okay.
I guess?
Fish
Gish.
smash.
A Geas?
Like a curse?
It's an enchantment. You could consider it to be a curse.
Do Krakens usually have like little creatures with them or monsters with them, like little friends we have to worry about?
Oh, not the babies.
Hey Nick, what skills to know a lot about Kraken?
History. Or
Oh.
well, yeah, do a history check.
Let me cast a spell first.
See what- See what you've
I have-
heard.
Let's see. Where are you, spell? I took borrow knowledge today.
Oh.
Borrowed knowledge. What the fuck is borrowed knowledge?
You remember, but he took it from you already.
God damn it.
It's a second level spell.
I'm gonna ask Rain, when you fought the Kraken before, did you have to do it in the water?
To say we fought the Kraken is a little generous. So
Okay,
much as it
when you
just
engaged it.
fucking came up from under. Yeah, it was in the water. It came up from underneath our ship and fucking destroyed it from right
Did
below.
you have any warning?
Not really.
It's like, surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. All right, so I'm now
I
proficient
don't know
in
why
history.
I want the Kraken to talk now.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So many eyes, motherfucker!
Side of fries, motherfucker.
Oh my god. What if we +4? So my history.
Hentai, motherfucker.
The
Yeah.
last words you hear before you die.
No.
Oh,
Does
does
it
it actually apply?
Kraken count as an aberration?
Yeah, it did. For a
So
six.
it's actually a 12. No, it's actually a 12.
Oh, it
Because
doubled
I
it.
added the 4 manually because I didn't change my skill over
Gotcha.
there.
All right. Well, with a 12, you haven't heard too much about Krakens, but everything that Arnin's saying sounds right. These seems like big dumb
Awesome.
beasts.
Big dumb beasts. But are they hard to actually injure?
Thick,
On inside.
thick hide, slippery hide. They're big. If you get them in their sights, you can at least, they're pretty easy to get to. It's just whether or not you're going to actually pierce their hide.
Oh, bless spell might be a good idea.
Do we know what it's vulnerable to?
Not with a 12.
What did I roll on that?
You rolled a natural 20,
So does Arnon know?
I think. Or no, you rolled a natural 20, but it was cocked and you rolled a 19 instead. So it was whatever the 19 plus your history. So, what is your history?
+7, I think.
Okay, so with a go ahead. That was like a month ago. Go ahead and roll me another history check.
It was like yesterday.
Fuck off! It was a month ago. So the last live show you did.
It was a month ago.
Yeah,
Yes,
the last
It was
in person.
I am forbidden. Forbidden.
Why are you
it says
forbidden?
I don't know. It says 22 though.
22. Okay, with the 22, you know that what you heard about them being immune to lightning is more or less true. You've heard that. You don't know of any vulnerabilities. Sam, I'm getting a lot of talk back from your echo of myself. However, you do
What's
know
with the
that.
talkback, Sam? What's with the talkback?
However, you do know that your comment about them being dumb is completely wrong, and they're actually extremely intelligent creatures.
Ooh.
Nah, they're dumb.
They're
I played
ancient.
chess with one once, and he was real stupid.
It is an ancient titan. It is known to be wise and intelligent beyond most mortals due to its age and experience.
Well, if you look it in the eyes, you can pretty much tell it knows what's going on. But if you try to have a conversation, it's just like, smash.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I cast command on it?
You can certainly try.
I don't know if it
That
actually
would be
speaks any. Well,
amazing.
if it's super intelligent, then it would speak languages. Does it? Hold on. Does a command spell require that you speak the same language? It might.
You cast command on an ancient titan. That would be so
I
ridiculous.
command you to get the fuck out of here.
Love it.
Bravo. You have to speak the same language. Surely they speak common, right? All right, Arden.
Certainly not.
They speak Old Common.
Old common.
They might say like ye and thine. And
Maybe it
stuff like
speaks.
that.
Does it speak Aquan? I speak Aquan.
Fucking Aquin. Aquintine Hunger Force.
Yep.
Oh, me Rod. Those guys are my friends.
Oh my god. Well, I've always got fairy fire prepped, so I can always bust that out if we're having a hard time hitting it.
Whatever we can do to make this thing easier to hit is going to be helpful.
I'm just worried about us not getting the boat destroyed. So I was really hoping you could cast fly on all of us.
Maybe we could leave like a smaller boat somewhere close. So if we do lose the boat, we can get back.
Maybe we could take the smaller boat to it.
Well, the smaller boat is what we had the idea for a trap.
Wait, do we only have
You
one
wanna
lifeboat?
Blow up
No,
that
he's
smaller boat.
saying an escape boat.
You have 2 lifeboats, but you were planning on using one as your distraction, so that would leave you with 1 lifeboat.
We're converting one of the lifeboats into a death boat.
Okay, so one. Wait, it's the distraction boat, the death boat?
Yes.
Yeah,
Boat. Okay.
death boat. From the
That's a good
makers
name
of
for a movie.
Sharknado. Death
Yeah.
I love
boat.
that movie.
Sharknado. Together.
Death boat.
Again.
So,
Starring Tara Reid.
oh my god.
As the boat. She's a voice actor in this one.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, actually, looking at this, it looks like you have a total of 4 lifeboats. I apologize.
Oh,
I
nice.
looked at it wrong. So you would have
good.
3 left, which still would not be enough to hold the entire crew. But
No.
Well, I mean, fucking no names, right?
What?
You don't even know these people.
They're people.
Red shirts are people too.
Red shirts.
So many
He's got a
streams
red
crossing
shirt
right
on.
now.
Arnott's
How
looking for
many-
red shirts.
How many crew are on board?
More than 3 lifeboats worth.
yeah, probably including Rain. You're looking at least probably including Rain, the 2 cooks, all of the deckhands, the first officer, roughly about 15, plus
Okay.
you 6. So that would be
Are we all?
21
Perfect.
total.
Ooh.
Those are small lifeboats.
Yeah.
So
Well, they're not ever
what,
used
6 each?
Roughly.
Probably.
I mean,
I think we could
it's
assume that somebody's going to die.
it's a small boat, so it's
And
not
I can always be outside the boat.
yeah, it's not really equipped for large crews, so it doesn't have the lifeboats to handle a large crew. Right now, even with the 6 of you, you're kind of pushing the limits of the 4.
Yeah, you don't want me in the lifeboat. Because I take up like 2 slots.
Hmm.
Yep.
So what is for breakfast?
Oh, I brought up T&C biscuits.
It's not really the breakfast of champions, but thank you.
Oh, well, there's more. I'll go get it.
I thought those were initials in front of biscuits. Like
How?
the letter T and the letter C. Like, what the hell is a T?
Today's show is brought to you by the letter T and the letter C.
Oh, no.
Do we know how long we are, like how far out we are from the last known spot of the Kraken?
They said it would be about. Rain said it would take about 2 or 3 days to sail there to where they encountered the Kraken.
Well, I should probably do a divination or something to find out if we're even going in the right direction. I'm sure we are.
What are the chances he just like packed up and left?
I mean, it has
Wouldn't
been
be
over
so
10
lucky.
years. It's been over 10 years since Rain fought it.
Sure, but so are we going to the area that they fought it, or are we going to the area where the last known encounter was? Because if this thing is still bothering the village, I would assume that it has attacked somebody within the last few months.
It's been probably about 5 months since the last attack, and the last attack was within probably the general area of that same place that Rain encountered it, probably within a 50-mile radius of where Rain said that they encountered it.
Seems like it's small, but I'm sure that's a very large radius.
50-mile radius?
How big is this thing? A mile wide?
The size of a very large house.
It is
Never
roughly... That's...
It's like the size of Godzilla, I think.
Yeah.
Don't say that name 3 times or you summon it.
Kraken,
I'm really
Kraken,
looking forward
Kraken.
to the sequel coming out.
No, the one that Butch said. Don't say that name 3 times.
What was the other one? Bloody Mary.
Yeah. It's very difficult to
I
say
know her.
because
It's for a little while.
Gargantuan is kind of a shitty specification in 5e. It literally just says it is somewhere between 32 to 64 feet tall while weighing 16 to 125 tons and takes up a 20 foot by 20 foot area. So it's fucking huge.
That's just when it's like up in like this.
Yeah, that's when it's all. It has been known to extend out significantly longer than that. As
There's always more under the water.
Yeah. Been known to extend.
Is it grower, not a shower?
Indeed.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew.
So,
This is a situation where we can't afford to hold anything back. Whatever you feel is the most powerful magic or attack you have, now would be the time to get it ready.
Okay.
I wish Red had taught me some of those vicious insults that she in combat. It would have been nice.
hey, fuck you, douche.
Yep. I think it's more about the attitude than the words.
Yeah. Put some stank on him.
Mm-hmm.
And just try to give him a firm high five.
Oh no.
In the face. So,
For us, the clerics, Ember, probably the flame strike spell is a good choice. Just because it's not a constitution. It doesn't require it's easy for tough things to resist other things, but against the flame strike they have to be good at dodging, and I don't think it's going to be good at dodging. So flame strike might be a good choice.
I was looking at harm too.
Harm is a toughness saving throw, and you have to touch it.
Constitution.
Yes, I'm trying to avoid the above table talk coming out of my character's mouth.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm just throwing ideas out there, but do you think we could freeze a large enough area to hold it in place, at least temporarily?
Sleet storm?
God damn it.
Sleet Storm did used to be Elric's favorite spell.
To do that, it would either be Sleet Storm, if that works, or perhaps Cone of Cold.
I can use my dragon's breath, but that's only so big. From what we hear,
Right.
this thing is massive.
In terms of magical attacks, if it does damage, what we want are spells that will do damage even if it resists at least some of it.
Yeah. So yeah, harm is good. Sunbeam. Powerful Moonbeam is a concentration spell. You can move that one around. Is that a wizard?
Which would be better, Sunbeam or Heal?
I'm keeping my heal.
Well, I can also have Heal or Sunbeam. I can use either of them once.
Sunbeam duration is a minute.
I couldn't concentrate on anything else though.
Yeah.
Burst Heal might
Perhaps-
be nice.
Perhaps one of you have one and the other of you have the other. We ought to remember we do have quite a few potions now.
I don't think Sunbeam is concentration.
Is it not?
Doesn't say concentration.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. It's not concentrate.
Oh my god.
it's not?
No.
So it's just 10 rounds of damage. It's a toughness save. But if it fails, it would be blinded.
Sunbeam is a concentration spell.
Boo.
It doesn't say it is in Foundry.
We love you, Foundry.
had double, triple check that one.
Yeah,
because
it's
otherwise,
concentration.
Yeah.
Foundry and D&D Beyond, it does not show.
It does say it's concentration in D&D Beyond. It doesn't in Foundry.
Oh, well, fuck Foundry.
I will refer to D&D Beyond.
Oh, yeah, there's the concentration
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it is definitely
Yeah.
concentration. That would be fucking broken if that wasn't
Yeah.
concentration.
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay, so it is concentration. I could use Sunbeam. I mean, I only have one. I can only cast one spell that powerful, so I am totally willing to
But
use whatever you
here's the
all
thing.
think is fit.
Here's the thing, Gwen. A moonbeam cast with your 6th level slot also does. Is that 68 or 60-10?
60-10.
60-10 versus 68, but it won't blind the target.
Yeah, but what if it
Still-
can't be blinded anyways, or if that's irrelevant because it can just feel with all of its tentacles?
Yeah. So moonbeam might be better.
Well, I already have that one.
I've always got it prepped. So
Same. Oh, I should definitely, I suppose, swap out Call Lightning.
oh yeah, we don't need that. Not unless it brought a whole bunch of its little friends.
Yeah, even then it's a concentration anyways.
Insect plague is 10 minutes long.
Do you guys have
That's-
any defensive spells that would protect us against the potential lightning?
I don't know. I mean, I do have the Circle of Power, which we take half damage from anything that's a spell or spell-like ability, but I don't know if it's lightning attack is considered a spell or spell-like ability, and I don't know if it has. I mean, Arn has made it clear that they're basically gargantuan, definitely not dumb, but certainly beasts. So I don't know if they cast anything.
Didn't we get potions of lightning resistance?
Yeah.
We did.
How many did you get?
I thought either there were 5 at the shop or we got 5.
I think
I was gonna say I thought it was 5 because I
Five.
thought one person was going to not get it.
I thought he was very specific that Arnon was not going to get it.
That's right, because he was being a douche.
What?
Arnon was playing that
That's
7
impossible.
charisma really well.
Okay, here's the thing with that. Arnon, you go ahead and take that potion. I'm rediscovering that I've been sitting on a potion of invulnerability for, like, more than 70 episodes that I've never used.
What?
Y'all have a lot of shit that you've never used.
Nick, I put the potions of lightning resist in my inventory.
Okay, that's fine.
And they're 5.
I wonder I can use my wanted poster in this situation.
I have a lot of potions of healing here. You should probably distribute those.
Wait, your wanted poster?
Yeah, it's in the bag of holding.
Remember we stole
Oh,
it from Dis?
yeah.
I've got like this like case of Phoenix potions.
Shut the fuck up. No, you don't.
It's like
Yeah, I think that was like episode 1.
it's like 24 of them.
Yeah, totally.
Crazy random happenstance
The one,
that we have.
the
Make
one we
it-
forgot to record.
Make a deck save, Arnon,
Oh no.
as they all explode next to you.
Why
What
did
is
that
tw-
happen?
what would be the damage of 25 fireballs?
Fire.
Too much.
Maybe fire
That's
damage.
entirely too much. That's the answer to that question.
So did Butch bring up a big, large tray of like deviled eggs?
You tell me. Butch was the one cooking.
Of course, deviled eggs are the best.
Fantastic. Then there you go. Going through all of the rations that you have for the entire trip in one day.
Does
Oh no.
Does he call them something besides deviled eggs?
Asmodeus eggs.
Aussie eggs.
Dis eggs.
Dis eggs.
These eggs.
I don't like
boy.
dis eggs.
Well-
They keep changing the way they look at me.
Oh, while we're sitting here, Butch will pull a skull from his bag. It's a very ornate skull.
For a minute there, I was about to say, not you two.
Gwen gets so excited.
No, I found it. Here, Gwen. He hands you the skull.
What is
For
this
me?
skull?
Yeah, I think it was from. It's either from the room where Despater was, or the next one. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, we were looking for stuff right before we left.
Yeah, and I think I put it in my bag before you told me not to touch anything.
You definitely put it in the bag before I could tell you don't touch it.
Anyway, this problem's yours.
Thank you.
That skull could literally do anything, and we have no idea.
I have no idea.
Good.
I probably have detect magic, but I haven't cast it.
Oh my god.
Let's leave it as a surprise.
Oh no.
Hooks it with the Durgar skull. It looks great.
Oh my god, do clerics not get detect magic?
I don't believe so.
Oh no, there it is. There it is. I'm a big dummy.
I have it. You have to have it.
I never prepare it. I never
I
do.
don't have it prepared.
Because we have a wizard. That's his job.
It's just gonna detect him.
Your list of spells will always be bigger than mine.
No. Yeah, but yours are just kind of like neat.
Okay, yeah, some of my spells are really cool.
Yeah, I control 20,000 ball bearings and they destroy you.
Did y'all figure out what the hell you're gonna do yet?
We're gonna go fight a Kraken.
We're gonna die.
I
We're
really
working on
think
it.
we should get in a tiny boat. That way it can just smack us with one of his tentacles and then we can run around on the turbulent water and
And that way
try
we
to
can
fight
get back in
thing.
the real boat. That's if we
just-
know where it is and if we don't have it come up underneath us like what happened to Rain.
I don't want the boat to get destroyed. We've got, what, 24 souls on here?
Yeah.
I
I've
thought
got
you were
a
gonna
scroll
mention
of
names.
power word calamari.
Is that the one with
They
the butter
could feed
can?
us for the whole trip home.
Yeah,
That's a very specific spell.
it is. It is.
That's what makes
Luckily,
it so
that
inexpensive.
situation's coming up.
As you guys sit here and continue to plan and prep, we're going to go ahead and take a break because it is 9:50 and we haven't accomplished shit. So,
Ideas are important.
ideas are important. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. This is actually very valid.
Since when?
Yeah. So, stick with us. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. And we are back. Thanks for sticking with us. So, as we left off, you all were trying to come up with a plan on how to take on this Titan of the Depths that you are sailing, inching closer with every passing minute. Inching closer to with every passing minute. I forgot a word. So, what are you doing?
Let's table this for now, and Ember had the right idea. We should eat something.
Fair enough.
Our attack.
So,
We'll try up deviled eggs.
for the rest of this day, the rest of this voyage at sea, I would like somebody to roll me a d20, please.
I'll do it. $15. But I'm still
15.
verboten.
Very verboten.
Crap, sorry.
You might need to reload
With
Foundry.
a 15, the rest of the day goes off without a hitch. Is there anything specific that you wanted to accomplish during this day?
See, that's how you roll random dice there.
I'll take notes. If anybody needs notes on how to roll random dice, it's probably me.
Yeah, probably. You're the reason why half the world is on fire.
I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it.
Was there anything
Probably
anyone
not
wanted to accomplish for the rest of this evening, or should we fast forward to the night?
I'm good to fast forward.
I'm gonna attune to these bracers that I've got.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
Is this a time to play that fishing minigame?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to bust out, go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your dexterity modifier.
Love a fishing minigame.
And now we know what's wrong with you.
Oh no!
Butch is going to be doing the cooking minigame.
That's wrong with me?
Take it, he's not a fan.
Could be an
Nick
undead
doesn't know
fishing
the sweet,
minigame.
sweet pleasure of fishing in a video game.
The number of hours I spent practicing my fishing in WoW.
Oh my god. WoW was the reason why I make that joke, because the WoW fishing was atrocious, and it made me want to slam my head against my desk.
Fishing was actually pretty important in Archage. It was pretty.
The only time I actually enjoyed the fishing minigame was Ocarina of Time. Alright, anyway.
I play dredge.
Fishing
All
aside.
At the end of this fishing conversation, sorry, was there anything anyone else wanted to do besides fishing minigame for the rest of the day?
Did I catch any compliments?
No.
Aww.
Should I? Hey Nick, can I roll for cooking?
Sure, roll per
You could said it was Dex last time.
dex save, yeah, to see how well you do.
Save or ability check?
Just a check.
Check, check, check.
Ooh.
21.
Some very nicely diced and minced ingredients.
Feeling pretty good.
Deftly created ensemble of edible arrangements.
You're welcome.
Shout out to Edible Arrangements.
Please sponsor.
If you want to sponsor us,
Cooking with Butch.
this episode
live.
could be. Oh, Jesus Christ. This episode could be sponsored by Edible Arrangements. All right. Anyone
Please.
else? No? No? No. Cool. All right.
No.
As the sun sets in front of you as you are continuing to head in a westerly direction, you all find your relative bunks. Different times throughout the evening and the night, depending on what activities you have gotten yourself into. As you finally wear yourself down. Sam, can you mute your microphone? As you finally wear yourself down and find your night find yourself falling into either sleep or trance, depending on your race. Arnon.
Yes?
As you drift in and out of consciousness, kind of the sea rocking, the creak of wood of the walls of your cabin kind of lulling you into this sense of unconsciousness. Your vision fades. Suddenly, a large porcelain mask in front of your face. You see,
Just booping on the nose.
as your vision tunnels in through one of the dark eyes of the mask, you find yourself in an underground underground temple, stone walls, iconography of the Raven Queen etched into these walls, the dripping of water in the distance, a slow grade in front of you as your vision, as you kind of float down. The room opens up into this large chamber. Massive statue of the matron. Porcelain face, long black robes, hands crossed on their chest, standing behind an altar. 3 steps up to this dais with a tattered, worn, blood-red rug, carpet, aisle runner, whatever you want to call it, in the center of this staircase. A stone altar on top. On top of that altar, a stone chest. As your vision approaches this chest, probably about 8 inches wide, deep by a foot long, probably a foot tall, small. You approach, you float towards this. Braziers lighting as you pass through, float through this room. The light playing tricks on the objects, the stonework, the statue, illuminating parts and casting long shadows, kind of distorting the image of the statue of the Raven Queen. As you float up to the dais, you are now right above this box, this chest, this stone container of some sort. You see your hand reaching out to it, gently touching the top of the box as you wake up and your vision returns inside of your cabin.
What was in the box?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
What's in the box?
16.
It's hard to tell. It's the memories
What's in the box?
Memories already starting to fade from you as you wake up.
Hate
There was
that.
something on the top. There was some sort of symbols, iconography, writing. You're not sure. There was something on the box, but you strain your memory, you strain your internal visualization, but you just cannot. It's just a blur. You cannot quite make it out.
It looked like it said Ferrero Rocher.
Box of Ferrero Rocher.
Smith Samsonite. I was way off.
God damn.
Okay. Did
Oh,
I recognize any of the iconography to a certain culture or species?
Just the statue of the Raven Queen, and you
I
didn't
meant on the chest.
on the chest. You're not sure. It's a blur.
Okay. Well, at least it wasn't cryptic. At least I know exactly. I'll go back to sleep.
Fantastic.
The thing that we normally do before we go to sleep or trance or something is that we take all of our armor off and stuff, right?
I don't.
Yeah,
You
please.
don't?
Oh,
I mean, theoretically, yes. We have not really been playing by the mechanics of that because you've been woken up multiple times and still had the same armor class. But for flavor, yes.
Yes, for flavor, yes. I attempt to take those bracers off, and I have a little bit of trouble with that.
Uh-oh.
To be completely honest, you attempt to take them off, and as you go to grab them, there's this sense in your head that I should probably just leave these on. It'll be fine. They look nice. I kind of like myself with these on.
I guess having heard Rain's story about the Kraken coming up, destroying the ship, I'm just gonna sleep in my armor.
That's fair.
That's valid, yeah.
good for sinking.
Good for sinking.
Oh no!
Sorry.
So,
My armor doubles as a life jacket.
the night comes and goes. You all gain the benefits of your long rest. Orpheus, you are no longer exhausted.
Hooray.
As
Or hungover.
or hungover. As the next day,
Oh, divination?
yeah, sure. You want to roll or you want to? What exactly are you divining?
Oh, I put it in the player stream chat.
Oh, you did. Okay, hold on.
Yup. It's just easier for me to write it down.
Okay, would you?
I can certainly read
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
Oh, great mystic seer, please grant us a vision of how or where to go to locate the Kraken we seek to protect Rain's people, and to hopefully earn their trust as we work to protect the planes of existence from total destruction.
As you release this divination spell, it's magical energy, state these words. Image of moonlight washing over you. Your eyes go dark. Suddenly you are floating high above the seas. You look around and there's ocean everywhere. There is no sign of land. You look up, clouds, wisps of clouds in a mostly blue sky. Looking down, trying to come up with some sort of reference point, some sort of like landmark, something to judge. Suddenly you feel yourself being propelled forward at an alarming rate of speed. You find yourself stopping suddenly above a bay, a large crescent-shaped island with the 2 points almost almost forming a circle, but the 2 points of the crescent submerging under the water, forming a protective cove. Looking up throughout the land, you see deep trees, tall palm trees. While thin, still about a mile wide in its thickest point. The cove itself, easily 2 miles in diameter. Suddenly you're closer. In an instant, you are propelled closer to this bay. Detritus, flotsam, jetsam, scattered throughout this bay. Masts, pieces of wood floating, washing up on shore. Pieces of crates, a cannon. Sails that are half just rotted away, threadbare, flapping in the breeze. Your vision turns again. Looking directly at the bay now, suddenly you see this large, beige, slightly reddish object just break, crest through the water, and submerge again. Barely surfacing as it submerges again, before you see a few long, thin, tentacle-like objects just kind of flick the top of the water before your vision returns to you. Actually, one last thing. You look, before your vision returns, you turn your gaze up towards the sky, and you see a setting sun directly past the island. In the very thickest part of that crescent, the sun is setting right behind there. And now your vision returns.
Very cool.
Now roll to see if you recognize it.
Butch is going to write this down as soon as he can.
Fantastic.
And I'll have to talk with Rain about that tomorrow, as they are probably occupied tonight.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Well, they could be studying books together, reading,
Yeah.
like those two
Reading.
wizards do.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, they're. Anyway,
So, the night comes. You all get your rests. Morning. The sun starts peeking over the horizon, which at this point you are far enough out at sea where, looking around, all you see is ocean. A sight that has become a little too familiar to most of you over the past few weeks, ever since returning from the Feywild. Your second day of travel. Is there anything specific you all want to get accomplished on this day?
I think if we're going to build the decoy, we should probably do it now because we don't exactly know when we're going to encounter this monstrosity.
yeah.
Elric, you've been pretty good with the paints, right?
Depends.
Yeah.
Depends.
Can you paint rain in a very realistic fashion?
I can certainly try.
Could you paint Buddy Rain?
Oh, that's an old reference.
It's a good reference, though.
True.
Let's find out. I'm going to attempt to use some of this marvelous pigment.
Make it
To
do.
I tried real hard and I succeeded. Not like dream description because he said drippings with.
Goo.
I almost had another Vigo. Why is my cave drippings with goo? But I held it back. Great success.
Very nice.
The more I paint, the more it feels like it's looking at me.
Oh god.
Oh no, he's painting.
Did you roll your performance
The
check
most
yet?
dangerous painting.
No.
Nope, not
Alright.
yet. Having entirely too much fun.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
What? Okay, go ahead and roll your performance check. 23. This is
Nice.
a fantastic image of rain that you paint. What are you painting this on?
The underside of the lifeboat so that the Kraken has something to look at.
Okay. So with the marvelous pigment, you create this. You do this paint, and the object actually comes off of the boat.
Wouldn't the Kraken be smart enough to know that he's not on the bottom of a boat?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna make like a standee.
And that's basically what
Maybe.
happens. Basically this cardboard cutout of rain detaches from the bottom of the boat.
Okay, if we're making a standee, how is the Kraken going to see it from beneath the water?
It's gonna emerge and look at it, or use a periscope.
Yeah, it's got a crackoscope.
Yeah, it's got a crackoscope.
That's how Krakens work? They
Yes.
have a Krakoscope?
Cannon.
They've got like
Crackoscope.
7 crackoscopes.
Oh
Trademark.
my god.
Nick Cannon.
We do not need Nick Cannon to be a part. You know what? I take that back. Nick Cannon, could you please sponsor the show?
Right?
I'll very, very happily take some of that money.
Fuck Nick Cannon, Dave Chappelle. I'm bringing out all the oldies today.
All right.
Nice.
So, you make a very nice standee that's nigh indistinguishable from the real rain.
And suddenly starts making out with it.
Oh my god.
No, Gwen
so sorry,
starts
Rick.
making out with it. No.
It's like
Rain,
everyone
I'm
control
sorry.
yourself.
It's so real.
Control
So real.
yourself, please.
If this doesn't get
helps.
destroyed, I'd like to keep it. That's all I'm saying.
This is
Just
supposed
putting it in
to.
your bag.
This is supposed to attract the attention of an underwater creature.
It's attracting attention.
Elric, do you think you could make like a body pillow with that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's not here, Nick.
I'm not.
Clearly.
I am not going to. Yes, every day the stream strays further from God's light. I am not going to entertain the notion of making a rain body pillow. What? You have
wouldn't
rain
want
right
an
there.
Amis- I know, but what about when I don't? You wouldn't want an Amisra body pillow for when you don't have a Misra? Think about it.
I'm not going to.
That means he already does.
No, no,
Mhm.
no.
He wants to be the only one with a buddy
You better
body.
count how much pigment's left in those jars.
He'll add his own pigment later.
No, I don't want that. I decline.
No body pillows. I don't have one. Nobody else does either.
Ooh,
I'm
hiss.
hearing Inacelli
What?
in the distance.
Ah, fuck you guys.
Okay, so we have the boat and we have the standee, and then we're putting how much explosives in it?
Two barrels
lot.
worth should be enough.
2 barrels.
barrels.
Okay. And then I'm gonna cast a glyph of warding on it,
Ooh.
on the boat. If I can get this. Okay, maybe I can't. Spells?
Oh, I always forgot about Glyph of Warding.
Because we have another sleep. So I'm gonna cast this at 6th level. I don't know what it does different, but
Glyph of warding at 6th level.
What level
we're
is
gonna
Glyph of Warding?
add. Hey, Butch, should we do inflict wounds or should we do guiding bolt?
Oh. Gosh. I mean, inflict wounds does more damage, but guiding bolt is more likely for it to hit and do more damage. Guiding bolt?
Okay, so I don't know how to add that to the glyph of warding, but I'm putting this on the little. We can't change boats now. We have to use this boat. And if it is destroyed, then it will send this out towards the Kraken specifically. So don't blow it up before we're in range.
So you're doing the trigger when the boat explodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when the boat is attacked at all. Not necessarily when it explodes. Like if a tentacle comes within 30 feet of the boat.
Hold on 1 second. I'm reading Glyph of Warding right now.
It's really long.
I've never cast it.
If there was ever a spell that should always go to wizards, Glyph of Warding would be like towards the top of the list. It's like the most prepared spell.
If you choose an object, that object must remain in its place. If the object is moved more than 10 feet from where you cast this spell, the glyph is broken and the spell ends without being triggered.
Okay, so I'm going to cast it on the barrel on the boat so the barrel's not moving.
Barrel's still moving. The boat moves, the barrel moves. That's how physics works.
Well, then isn't
Yeah, but
everything
like,
moving
the
since the
barrel's
planet
not-
is going?
Oh, shut up,
But it's
Scott.
spinning.
Oh, shut up, Scott.
Wait, Scott's got a point. The barrel's not moving because it's on the boat. The boat is moving.
The boat moves, the barrel moves. Period. End of story.
So we can't use a spell. on a
It does
plane,
not
is what you're saying.
stay. It does not stay in a static location. If the boat moves, the barrel moves. The barrel moves more than 10 feet away from where it was cast, it's broken.
That's the problem with the spell.
Yeah.
Then you can't put it on anything.
No.
Nothing.
You can put it on a
moving.
stationary object. You can put it on, like,
A barrel in a basement.
Barrel.
a barrel in a basement. You can, I mean, you're on a boat. You're constantly moving.
Even on land, we're constantly moving.
We're not taking into account the rotation of the planet.
Like you can put it in a barrel that sits outside of a tavern. You can't put it on a
Exactly.
barrel that's on a wagon.
Exactly.
Yeah, typically these glyphs are placed on.
Then I
You could
guess
put it on
ground,
like,
usually.
scaffolding where someone might be, hung in a town square in Barovia.
That is true.
So we can't do it.
I mean, you can still do it. You can try.
Well, I don't want to waste whatever.
With the realization that that's not going to work, at this point, it looks like it's just the barrels of powder exploding, like when we see it being attacked and launch fire at it.
We add things like silverware to it.
Sure. If you want to go full Pirates of the Caribbean, actually, absolutely.
Just get him with forks and other kitchen utensils. Now I'm imagining a tentacle being hurt by a spoon.
It would hurt more.
Well, if we laden
With
it
the
with
spoon.
explosives, we could always lure it towards the ship, or once we see it attack the ship, we could shoot it with some kind of fiery projectile, firebolt, something like that.
I know my mom got that joke.
Oh, I got
Like
the
a
joke
flame
too.
strike.
Why a spoon? It'll hurt more.
Yeah, the idea is to have that life raft boat thing be the thing that lures the creature from the depths. And then we rain fire on that thing. It blows up, assuming it hurts a tentacle if a tentacle's close enough or on it, and then either that thing surfaces or it proceeds to attack us from the safety of the depths and just hits us with its tentacles. And that's assuming that's all it's going to do. There's no telling, given our limited knowledge, what else this thing could possibly do to us out there.
Well, I should probably go talk to Rain and give them the description of the bay. See if they're familiar with it.
Fair enough.
Since this boat thing is just a boat full of an explosive.
As you walk, you find Rain posted up, steering the ship, and all that. As you walk up and start describing the vision that you saw, the island, the bay, and all of that, you see their face go pale. Yeah,
Butch apologizes.
I fucking remember that place. That's the fucking place that I washed up on and spent days, if not weeks, waiting for a fucking rescue. Those fucking ship parts you saw there were probably parts of my damn ship.
Well, I apologize. That was where the Mystic Seer guided my vision of where to seek out the Kraken.
Well, even back then, I kind of assumed that it made its home somewhere in the depths around that fucking island, so wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of where we were headed already, so it doesn't surprise me that your goddess sent you in that same location or same direction. So I guess we just stay the course, continue off there. Should be there in about a day.
All right. Nick, can I roll history to recall if any of the ship bits look like this ship in case it was a vision of the future?
Sure, go for it.
I think you've been using history to just recall stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
Nice, dirty 20.
It's not supposed to be 20. It's not supposed to be 20.
Oh, it's supposed to be
It's
a 16? Either way, with the 16, I mean, it was kind of hard to tell. It was
Okay.
pretty rotten ship, and ship parts are ship parts. I mean, there was some wood, there was some sails. From what you can recall, you don't think it was the same ship, but you can't be
All right.
sure. You can't be certain.
It was just a dark thought.
Yeah. I like when you have dark thoughts. They give me ideas.
Real well.
Great.
Francis, who hurt you?
Great.
But You don't have any reason to think that it was a vision of the future and that it was your ship, but you can't be 100% sure either.
So, Rain, in your estimation, the best way to draw the Kraken to the surface is just to appear as a ship out there, or?
I mean, that's the fucking happened to us. I don't really have a better explanation. My experience hunting this damn thing is probably not the best one to follow. I barely even got a look at this thing before my ship was fucking torn into sunders and I was unconscious in the water.
Should we hunt a whale? Maybe, and drag the carcass out there or something?
I mean, you mean like almost like fishing for this thing? Using a whale as bait?
I mean,
Chum the water.
I mean, it might be worth a shot. I mean,
You-
that's not something I ever thought
You
about doing.
and Sir Galahad are in the whale.
would it be the first time a turtle's in a whale?
You think?
I don't know how to take that, but
Maybe we could just ram the whale with the
I
boat
think that's what he was saying. He
Oh
did.
no.
right in the side and kind of push it up on.
You can talk to the boys about that.
Oh, the boys.
What do Krakens eat?
whatever the fuck they want.
Whatever they frickin' want to.
Do they want to eat whale?
I think they
mean-
eat sperm whale.
That's not a bad idea.
Mm. I'm no sailor.
I mean, we can go after a whale, but it's probably going to deplete quite a bit of our resources going after a whale. So, it's up to y'all. What y'all want to do?
Hmm. Well, guys, skip it. I mean, the explosion might summon it. I'm just worried we're going to get out there and it's going to not bother us.
I do like the idea of keeping our main ship further away,
Mm-hmm.
and then is not everybody is geared up to fight, is my understanding. Like, are we expecting the cooks to also fight?
I mean, most of my crew is exactly what they are. They're crew. They might be able to fucking handle some ballistas and maybe get a couple shots off, but they're going to be worthless
Then
in
we would be.
hand-to-hand combat against a fucking Kraken.
Can we put a cannon on a lifeboat?
I don't think the lifeboat's going to handle a cannon.
No.
We'll just go soon.
I think
So if
you-
we don't click the main boat, though, then Butch, then we're lacking all cannons.
Oh, man.
I don't think we have time for whaling.
You know, I didn't mean whaling. I mean with a Kraken.
Is that because we'll run out of food before we catch a whale?
Potentially food. Potentially the other armaments that we would use to catch the whale in the first place.
Fair. No, just a thought.
Nice body pillow.
God
Arnon?
damn it.
Are Kraken enraged by the presence of the undead? Maybe we could have Gwen animate a corpse or something.
I
I'm gonna need a corpse first. Open to it,
There's
though.
plenty of
Don't-
courses.
Plenty of
there.
fish in the sea.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
There are a lot of fish in the sea.
Just trying to figure out how to get a Kraken to actually come to us without putting the ship at risk.
That's why I was thinking of the decoy boat.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it would go after the decoy and we could see it before it eats us.
Yeah, but then we have to get to the decoy boat quickly. And what? This giant ship? I don't know. I'm so worried. Maybe we should get on the land and then set the decoy boat out from the land.
Like come from the island from the backside.
The
Whichever
ship
side.
being risked is almost a foregone conclusion at this point.
Yeah, I don't want us to be all on the land and then the Kraken goes after the ship after it drops us off. I mean, we could take a little ship, one of the lifeboats, to get to the island. And then we could watch the Kraken take out this beautiful ship while we're stuck on the island. Maybe we could put the crew on the island and then we could take the ship out, because that went so well last time.
I'm glad you said it before I did.
What, my terrible idea? Yeah, it's better for it to come from my mouth and not the smartest elf in the room.
Does anybody have a spell that would do like a projection or like a holograph?
Illusion magic. It's more of a magic user thing than a divine caster.
I did not mean to cast that.
You can delete it.
Yeah, the only illusion magic I have access to would be to change what either myself or any one of you would look like.
You
I
change
think-
yourself to look like a boat
Or a seal?
or a whale.
No, it would still have to be another person, essentially.
A selkie?
An illusionist mage is the type of mage you would be looking for more advanced illusions.
Thanks for explaining that to us. That really helps.
I'm glad you're picking up what I'm putting down, Butch.
Oh,
You
boy.
want an illusionist for illusions.
Yeah, I'm shocked. What do you call someone that does conjurations? A conjurer?
Yeah. I mean, that is what you would call one.
Lame.
That's ridiculous. Nobody does that.
That's not even funny. All right, well, I guess we go out there and
We've-
risk the boat. Boo. I don't like this. I don't like this plan.
What is the Selkie? Sam is asking, not Gwen.
Oh,
Is it a fey creature?
they're Irish folklore seals that become people.
Oh, it's
Like
not.
a mermaid, but with seal.
I do not have the power to make myself look like a loose seal.
Oh, but a
God
tight
damn
one.
it.
Oh, I thought you were going to go for a musical reference. But I don't really know any of his songs.
I know, A Kiss from a Rose.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a good one. Well, you're a nature cleric. You could probably do that.
Kiss a Rose?
Guess from a rose.
You've picked a fine time to leave me, loose seal.
Oh, boy.
All right. So, is there anything
To the
else
moon.
you want to accomplish this evening or this day of travel?
I mean,
Yes.
we're getting really close
I
to
would
the
like
Kraken.
to-
Do we have a plan?
No.
Put some powder in a boat and hope that it goes for it. I think that's the extent of the plan right now.
That's the extent of our luring plan. The battle, once the creature actually surfaces, or even worse, pulls us down into the depths.
This reminds me a lot of the poisoning.
If
except
Selkies,
there's a chance that they're not actually going to eat it.
No.
Yeah.
if
Ooh,
Selkies
good
are
call,
fey
good point.
creatures below challenge rating 6 or lower, I could summon them with Conjure Fey.
Ooh.
Or at least one of them.
If they're in the monster manual.
They're showing up online is why I'm asking.
Ooh, neat. Nick, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself to give myself which is it? Owl's Wisdom.
Okay. Selkie was a creature in 3rd edition. It is not currently available.
Lame.
Oh, it's only giving me 3 options to pick from anyways.
Anyway, I'm gonna go on board, go on deck, and use my perception.
What are you perceiving?
I'm looking for a darn Kraken.
You're just looking for a Kraken?
I mean, what else am I gonna do?
Okay. You ain't found shit.
I'm unsurprising.
You're like, you are Tuvok in Spaceballs.
Yep.
Was that Tuvok?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, he looked
it was
like
Tuvok. It was the actor who
It was
played
actually
Tuvok.
the same
Yeah,
actor?
It was.
That's
He did
amazing.
a TikTok. He put out a TikTok about a month or so ago,
awesome.
and he's like, I played Tuvok for 9 seasons or whatever. He's like, yet I am still only recognized as saying, you ain't found shit in a desert.
It's never gonna live that down.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, it's a great line. It's a solid movie. Yep, that's just how it goes.
Anyway, yeah, ocean as far as the eye can see.
Sweet.
Anything else anyone else wants to get accomplished this day?
Is Rain freaking out more?
Make a insight check. You
12.
have no idea.
Okay.
Can I make an insight check on Gwen to see that she made an insight check on?
No, we're not playing that game.
Insight. Can I triple stamp a double stamp?
No.
Can I? Or no, that's not. I'm not. I want to walk up to Rain and just ask them how they're doing. Then, since I can't put a pin on it.
Fucking fantastic, I guess.
That seems.
We're about to fucking sail up to the place where I fucking not only lost my ship, thought I died, fucking got an entire crew killed, and more or less completely changed the entire course of my life. How the fuck do you think I'm feeling?
And they killed my dog.
And they killed my dog.
I figured as much. I think that was I wasn't really asking like I didn't know the answer. I think I was just
assumed
wanting
as
to
much.
check in.
No,
on you.
I appreciate that. I do. And I don't mean to snap at you, but this is going to be a fucking stressful couple days. I just want to make you well aware of that.
Oh, I know. I am I think I'm in denial of the mission that we're on. If I'm
No,
being
this is the
completely
ocean. It ain't the
honest.
Nile.
Nice, nice.
You know what? That's why you're the best, Rain.
Denial's a river in Egypt. You're in the ocean.
What's Egypt?
Anyway, yeah.
Well,
Is that in long?
is there,
Yeah.
Different world, different plane, different time.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
is there anything like
I mean, just fucking be ready. That's all I can say. Because this shit is going to happen. It's going to happen quick. And if we ain't ready for it, it's going to happen a lot quicker than we expect.
okay?
Keep your fucking eyes peeled. Keep a lookout for anything that seems off. And I just hope that with y'all on board, we fare a little bit better than last time.
Yeah. Me too.
Just a little bit.
Well, Butch will stay busy cooking food, I guess.
Fair enough.
Orpheus, feeling better, is going around looking at the ballistas. He wants to use them so badly. And so he's looking into ways to make them more effective. Perhaps with a little baggie of explosive powder. Perhaps with some poison.
I am in the kitchen hanging out near Butch and stealing pieces of food when he's not looking from his ingredient pile.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Where's that one?
It's under your abilities.
Right below religion is the skill for thieving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see it. 12.
Butch, what's your
That's-
what's your passive perception? It's higher than 12.
15.
Yeah, you absolutely notice Ember sneaking little pieces. Whenever you kind of like turn to get something else, you see out of the corner of your eye Ember reach up and grab a couple of things.
I'm rolling deception. I fail to conceal the fact that I know that she's doing this. So now you know that I know.
You know that I know that you know that I know.
I'm gonna. If I roll perception to see if he perceives me.
Oh my gosh.
No, we're not doing that.
God damn it.
Is there anything else for this day of travel? Knowing that you have
I suppose we could put our last will and testaments in bottles and throw them out and see.
roughly one more day before you come across this island that Butch kind of divinated and Rain seems to think is the
Divinated.
more or less within the lair of this Kraken.
Is this to say that we're going to rest and then fight the Kraken, or is there one more rest before we fight the Kraken?
You don't know.
Here we don't know. He.
According to Rain, you should come across the island sometime tomorrow.
Okay.
So we can wake up, do yoga, stretch.
Make sure our
like
spells are
that.
set today, which
Great.
that's what I'm worried about. Is like
Should
I know
probably-
I'm going to change spells, but I need to declare that I'm changing them before we enter the day of the Kraken.
Should probably do your 24-hour spell.
Not
the
yet.
day of the Kraken.
We'll have to do that in the morning,
Yeah.
just in case. Because I have one too.
Which spell is the 24-hour
Unless
spell?
you want to change
Water
what spell you have.
breathing.
Oh yeah, that was that.
Because if you're going to do water
walk,
walk and I do water breathing, we should be
I have a
covered.
spe- I have a spell to do tomorrow as well.
Can you still go under the water? Are you stuck? on top
with
of the
water walk.
It would be funny if you got stuck under the water and you can only walk on the bottom surface of the.
It does say if you target a creature submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at 60 feet per round.
That's what Arnon needed back in like episode 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It makes it seem like
odd.
That's what Mr. Gouda needed.
Oh no!
Poor Mr.
no.
Gouda. R.I.P. Mr. Gouda.
That was not good of Arnon. What he did to Mr.
Speaking of cheese, I'm gonna steal some of that toe cheese that's around Butch to give to Miss Swiss.
Fantastic.
Nice.
She deserves a meal before we die.
Toe cheese. Are you just talking about blue cheese?
Did you miss the toe cheese?
No. That's definitely not talking about blue cheese.
Camembert. Camembert. It smells like feet.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. If you're talking about actual toe cheese or just
Yeah.
disparaging blue cheese.
Camembert. It smells like feet.
Now, the Cabanzola is quite good. Yeah, water walk only lasts for an hour, so there's no reason to cast it today.
So,
Yeah, I'm going to spend time with Amisra for the rest of the day.
as you do.
Help Amisra
I am
fights
actually
tomorrow.
going to. There's a ring that I haven't given out to anyone yet. A ring of spell turning.
Oh, I thought it was an engagement ring. Thought you were gonna propose.
Oh.
I got so excited.
See, this is where things might get a little weird. Because Elric is going to.
Propose using the ring of
in-
spell turning?
Well,
Not now.
that wasn't.
Yeah, but he might be dead
I
tomorrow.
was going
so
to.
that's
I
the
was
funny
going
thing.
to offer her the ring of spell turning for her safety. Whether or not she construes that as a proposal of marriage, that's entirely up to her.
Elric bends down to tie his shoe,
Yeah.
holding
oh,
the ring
hey.
out.
Okay, so do you want to explain how this goes? How this happen? What happens here?
Roll a 1 in your performance. We want to see you accidentally propose.
Agreed.
So I'm in spending time with Amisra. I'm just going to say so. We should be going through with the battle tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if that legendary creature has any magic in them to cast at us, but in the event that they do, perhaps you could wear this.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Is this what I think it is? Is this a spell turning ring?
Yes.
Oh, wow! I haven't seen one of these in person, and I've only read about them. Well, thank you. This should. I don't know much about Krakens. I don't know if they are magical or not, but this I really do appreciate this. I don't know how useful I will be. My only real offensive spells are lightning based.
Don't I know it, baby.
This is a defensive measure.
Oh,
I don't know if that creature has magic either, but
well,
if it does,
I appreciate
I'd
that.
rather you have it and not need it.
Well, I appreciate that, and I hope that it doesn't come to that. But I will wear this, and I will attune to this, and make sure that we're safe. I thank you, Elric.
Of course. Many times as I've been away, it would be nice to protect you at least this once.
She just kind of laughs a little bit nervously.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. I'm not sure how well this boat we're on will withstand whatever kind of magic that thing might have.
It's a sturdy ship, but I'd be more concerned about its getting beat around more than any kind of magic, personally. But hopefully it's sturdy enough to survive. Otherwise, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do.
Swim.
What we're going to do. And I think as a consequence of thinking about any form of like protection magic, I'm going to haphazardly turn myself into a cloud.
Oh, okay.
What the?
Oh, what? Elric?
That
What just happened?
I'm just going to concentrate and reconstitute myself.
Hey, baby.
Oh, that was...
This never happens to me.
that was unexpected.
I think there might be a little more to these bracers than I anticipated.
Well, that's... anything that can help in this upcoming battle will probably be a very good thing.
That was odd.
Don't know how that's gonna help, but maybe...
Maybe. I don't know how it's going to help either. Oh. Sorry, I think this impending doom has me a bit nervous.
I can see that. We will do our best. I am sure that your team is more than capable of taking care of this. You all have defeated quite a few really nasty things in the past. I'm sure this will be nothing.
It's just a stupid fish.
Usually I'm the overconfident one.
It's a really smart fish.
Are we all together at this point?
Everyone except for Elric and Amisra, I'm assuming.
Yeah, this is a private conversation.
This is an A-B conversation.
Oh my god.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter C, Your Way Out.
If
I would say see your way out, but we're kind of at sea.
Gwen does want to walk up to Butch and give him the staff of healing. Like, just take this, like the. She holds out the staff of healing and says, "Butch, I think you should hold on to this for the battle."
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, yeah.
And
Yeah.
she pulls out the staff of frost. And I'll use this, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
Cover all the bases.
I moved the staff of healing to Butch. I attuned you to the staff of frost.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Staff
No.
of healing is attune. You do have to attune to it, so.
Yep.
Before
Did you
everybody
move it
goes,
on Foundry, or did you move it on D&D Beyond?
I just moved it on Foundry.
Okay.
before everyone goes to sleep, can we get the band back together?
Well, what?
Which band?
Yeah, absolutely.
The team meeting.
Yeah, team meeting.
House meeting, y'all.
All right, so yeah, you guys all meet up together again.
Since it's right before bedtime, and I would like to recover my spell slot before battle tomorrow, I'm going to cast the Hero's Feast for us all.
How long does that last?
24 hours. But after we spend an hour consuming it. So since it's around 11 p.m., I'm guessing at midnight, this will take effect. So please eat.
Are we going to run into the Kraken tomorrow?
That's what they said, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I missed-
hopefully.
While we're dining, Elric was talk business. All right. We haven't used our best tandem move in a long time. And I'm getting a little salty about it. Not just because we're on the open ocean.
Do you mean the let's teleport to the top of the tree and then bail on you move? 'Cause
That's
you've
exactly
used
the
that
type of
recently.
tandem I need to stop from happening. So
I've done that fairly recently.
I can't rely on Elric himself, so I need one of his familiars. You know, potentially something that can fly. And please don't bring that raven back. That was just.
We're out of the Feywild. I'm sure Edgar will be totally fine here in the prime material.
I don't know. You got a seagull or a duck or something?
Okay, give me a moment while I conjure a friend.
How what you're calling it these days.
What are you trying to get at?
So it's 12 people, Captain. So that would be also including Amithria and Rain and whoever else might be touched by this squid thing.
Speaking
Did you
of
hear Nick, she
squids,
did the Hero's Feast?
Yeah.
I can conjure an octopus friend, since we are going into the water anyway.
Nothing
Could be
go
useful.
wrong.
Although, if you can't create distance above the creature, that might be a problem.
Yeah, that's probably smart. Hold on just a moment.
Oh, hold on. Ember, roll 2d10.
Not much.
What?
Oh, 11.
11. So everyone's hit point maximum goes up by 11 for the next 24 hours.
Ooh, maximum?
Hit point maximum goes up by 11.
Hit point and maximum, I believe.
Yes, yeah. Your hit point maximum, so you can heal up to 11 more hit points for the next 24 hours. Hero's Feast is a good fucking spell. All right, continue,
I'll
Elric.
Take that.
Elric and
How do I change
Orpheus.
that?
It's expensive as fuck. It requires basically 1,000 gold to do it.
This is kind of a smoke 'em if you've got 'em situation.
I don't know.
I don't know how to do that on my character sheet.
Yeah.
Just
it
put it
won't
in
let
your
us type over.
temporary, right?
Yeah, you might just want to.
Different.
You might just want to write it in manually when you print your shit off for tomorrow, or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how to do it in the regular sheet, but the tidy sheet, there's a little spot that says plus max.
Oh, right.
Right.
And Nick, Butch is going to have to distribute those potions of lightning.
It's
Sounds
fine.
like a personal wipe.
Maybe Max.
It keeps me covered.
Can I give that potion of
it's-
giant strength to
Did you
Ember?
remember your tidy sheet, honey?
Sure.
It makes your strength, I think, 19
Oh, nice.
in a pinch.
Hootie, my owl, will be joining us.
You have any of the blowfish?
I don't, unfortunately, have access to blowfish. Yet.
We bought a bunch of potions of healing, and I feel like I put them on my character sheet in D&D Beyond. So
Yeah. I think we got the regular healing and the greater healing.
Yeah.
mhm.
I think
Should we all
Uh,
just carry one of those in case we need it?
Yeah, yeah, we
Evenly.
definitely should.
Evenly distributed is good.
Yep.
I think we bought like 15 of the regulars and 8 of the greater.
Sam, you kept track of that, didn't you?
I did, and we bought. I can't find my mouse. There it is. We bought 15 regular healing potions, 8 greater healing potions.
You were
5
spot
potions of
on.
lightning resistant.
Nice. So. Okay, math. Do.
Each person can have 2, and then you have 3 left over of the regular.
The most squishy ones are probably Gwen, Arnon, and I don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah. Gwen, Arnon, and I mean, Tank Wizard is fucking ridiculous. So.
Yep. But he does need those
Weirdly,
healing
probably
potions.
the least in danger.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh no.
I would probably distribute it to the person that's most combat necessary in this case.
So
Yeah, the ones in front.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which, God, that includes me too. Shit.
With the
Well,
assumption,
I'm thinking
With the-
Ulrich.
with the assumption that we're going to meet this angry fish tomorrow, I'm going to remind Ulrich not to do any weird portal shit.
I won't do any weird portal shit.
There's
That's
no
good.
tops of trees to go up to, so we should be okay.
I'm okay with it. Just make sure you take me with you when you leave.
Again.
Yes, of course. It'll go different this time. Now that we have like an actual plan, we have at least something to work around.
I promise, baby, it'll be different this time.
Also, I don't have a tree to fall off of.
Just a mast. Well, while we're all together, Gwen, do you have any gross or poisonous stuff I could put on a ballista?
I did it once before when I specifically bought poison leaves. This is me asking out of character. When I bought poison leaves, I'm not able to try to make poison again with my herbalist kit, am I?
No, herbalist kits, you would need a poisoner's kit for that. Herbalist kits usually for healing.
I have one you could borrow.
Can I do that?
Nope.
Are you proficient with the poisoner's kit?
No, but I've made poison before.
That does not mean you're proficient.
I'm not. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying that there is a precedent that I've made it before.
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly try.
Hey, why not?
It's gonna be
no.
it's gonna be a roll.
Nothing says dinner time like try to make some poison.
I'll try.
Whatever you do, wash your hands.
right,
She's not washing her
um,
hands.
I'm gonna say your choice. Roll me either a dexterity check or a wisdom check. You use half of Arnin's poisoner's kits, but you just, whether it's nerves or whether it's just you just cannot remember the recipe, you use at least half of what's in that poisoner's kit and do not come up with anything usable. And for those listening, that was a natural 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're kind of missing the wet.
Yeah.
Natural wine.
So, Arnon, here's half your kit back.
That's right. I never use it anyway.
Unless you want me to try to use the rest of it.
Did you used to sneak into your parents' pantry or restroom and mix potions out of whatever you found in there as you were a child?
You mean Grandpa Les and his 462 bottles of cologne?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes. Voice in my
No,
head.
we're all in shapes of cars and trains and shit. Sorry.
Yeah, that's why we did not keep ammonia in the house. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, we got our potions divided. I'll be using the Staff of Healing. Nick, I assume it's at full charge since it hasn't been
Yeah.
used for days and days and days?
Yes, it would be.
Would have been
That's
rolled to
good.
refill anyways. I've never brought it down to 0 charges.
Yeah, it's
Very
fully
cool.
charged.
Mask your wounds. Woohoo!
Is there anything
Looking
else you
forward to
wanted to
that.
do this evening?
I want to make a call on the sending stone to Captain Sid.
Go for it.
You up?
WYD. Hey.
WDMD.
It's Orphe.
Orphe would be one word, not 2.
Oh, I said it's hey. It's Orphe.
Hey,
He's
girl,
already
hey.
giving himself a pet name.
How goes it? About to fight Kraken.
And die.
Very likely to die. What's new?
With you.
How do I make ballista more explosive? Thanks, buddy.
25 words or less, please.
20 You get a response a few minutes later, and it's like, shit, good luck. It would take a lot longer to explain that fix. Try strapping something boomy to it. I don't fucking know. Don't die. That's it.
I'll say after communicating with him to the group. He said more boomy, and then I'm gonna go up to the deck.
Alright. If there is nothing else for this evening,
Nope.
night takes you again. You're all able to take your rests. The morning comes. As you walk up on deck, you see Rain standing at the bow of the ship this time, looking out. Everybody make a perception check for me. God damn, y'all don't see shit.
Yeah. Yep. No one.
What are
no one
these
can see
single-digit
anything.
rolls for everyone?
6, 7, 8.
Arden is the most perceptive, and I don't know how that happened.
You did not let this come down to me.
Yeah,
You did not.
Yeah, they did.
He let it come down to a die roll.
Oh no. Okay.
And
Well, I
that's
guess
when the
we'll go
Kraken
home.
destroyed the ship.
Yep.
And nobody was the wiser.
No one knew.
It's a
We
fucking
all-
ninja kraken.
It was
Elric.
Ran into a ninja kraken.
Elric, perception
Okay.
check.
Give me my tree fitty.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's
We're getting jawsed.
Okay, that's Hootie. That's Hootie. Hootie's
Good
looking.
thing Rain sees something.
Okay, Blowfish, your turn.
Oh, god damn it.
Jesus
Look at that.
Christ.
10. It's the highest.
Arnon and Elric.
15s.
15s.
That's a
Solid
number.
15s.
Pretty good.
The two of you can see off on the horizon just this small spit of land, barely visible, that Rain is currently staring towards.
Land ho.
That's it. Butch, we're coming up on that fucking island that we talked about.
All right.
Whatever y'all want to do, you might want to get it ready now, because we're in its territory. It could show up any fucking minute now.
I am going to cast water breathing.
Water breathing or water walk?
So water
I've
walk
got
only
the
lasts
water.
an hour. Water breathing lasts 24 hours.
Oh, gotcha. I had that backwards in my head. All right, so you're casting water breathing?
Yeah, on 10 people within my radius. Rain, Amisra, myself, the rest of the party, and then
Pick me.
And I'll be
2
casting,
other people.
Water walking.
Oh, Rain doesn't need it. Rain
No,
can breathe underwater. So
Rain, yeah, you know Rain doesn't need... Rain is technically amphibious, so...
Yeah, shoot.
Did you get him
Yeah.
in case the boat goes down?
yeah, Amisra, the whole party, and then 3 other people who aren't.
Just
Amphibious.
3 random crew members.
Hmm.
Fantastic.
Random pinchmen.
No, choose the cooks.
Sure.
And I will cast water walk. Or should we wait until we actually see the darn thing? No, we
Probably
should cast
wait.
it now.
I mean, it's
No,
a
because
no.
it might surprise us.
How long
Alright.
does it
Alacrity
take
on
to
myself.
cast?
It takes 1 action to cast, but it lasts an hour.
I do ritual cast water breathing, by the way.
I assumed.
I cannot ritually cast water walk. We could be waiting for hours and hours and hours. Maybe I should wait to cast that until we actually see it. I don't know. No, I'll just
Feel
cast
it
it now.
wrapping around
Maybe
us.
we'll wait until we see it.
Mm,
It's 6 seconds.
Hold until you see the whites of its eyes.
Sure.
So,
Okay. Stay within 30 feet of me.
As you all are you all gathering around the bow, or where are you currently?
Prepping the decoy lifeboat.
Fantastic. You get the
Stands
decoy
ready at a ballista.
You get the decoy lifeboat up and running, or up and ready to release whenever. As you are getting closer, albeit slowly, but heading in that general direction, are you actively releasing the lifeboat, or are you waiting for a specific time? What are you doing with the lifeboat?
Release the lifeboat.
The fight's supposed to be happening today.
I could
I
always
would
use a gust of
say-
wind to try to propel it.
What direction
Yeah.
is the tide going?
Make a nature check, Miss Nature Nature Cleric.
Follow the tide.
Yeah, so
Is that 9? You're not sure. The wind's kind of blowing. The waves are kind of cresting in different directions due to the wind. It's very difficult to tell which way the tide is currently taking you.
Wouldn't the
I
ship's
guess we can't
navigator be able to
tell
tell us the best place to put the boat to get it where we want it to go?
Depends on where you want it to go.
Where do we want it to go, guys?
towards that crescent bay.
Right there.
That way.
Towards the Crescent Bay, if that's where we
Okay.
think the...
So these lifeboats are dinghies. They're rowboats. It's not like they have sails or anything. They are
Nope.
like legitimate lifeboats. So
Close.
I'm not following what the game plan is here with the distraction boat. Like, what are you trying to like? Are you dragging it behind the boat? Are you trying to propel it forward? What are you trying to do with it?
I think we're trying to propel it as far away from us as possible, within range of something we can fire at it, so that we can lure the Kraken up without him targeting us.
I kind of figured we were going to drop it off and then just keep going.
So the boat is continuing to head forward, and these lifeboats are literally small little rowboats, dinghies. Like, what are you using to propel it forward in front of the boat?
Well, I was hoping for the tide, but I'm dumb, so I can't tell where the tide is going.
I can propel it forward with a gust of wind, but then only
But it
so
doesn't.
far.
It doesn't have a sail.
Blow the back of the ship.
I think the only thing we can do is drop off the boat and then sail away from it.
So we're just gonna hope that the Kraken doesn't notice this larger boat going away.
I'm not a sailor,
It's called an
This is-
appetizer.
just a total healer.
This is what we're working with. As Butch said, let's drop it, sail away, and
Sail away,
Watch.
sail away, sail away.
You think Hootie could pull it with a rope?
No, what about the blowfish?
that is a barnyard owl. That barnyard owl is not pulling a boat.
A boat with
It's a small boat.
two barrels of gunpowder on it.
How much friction is on the ocean? Not a lot.
Is it an African or European barn owl?
Okay,
You're
I
gonna say
understand
barrels.
that we're getting a little hopeful about what my owl familiar can do. Pulling a ship is not one of them.
He's beefcake.
What's the
Okay.
reach that we expect, like, out of the water for the Kraken? Do we have any idea of that, Arnon?
100 feet.
Pretty far.
It's not accurate enough.
Just go with that. Pretty
We're
far.
working with little more than approximations for just about everything.
Well, I was going
Except
to
for the lightning
say,
thing.
I can wild shape, and if there's a rope long enough, I can pull the ship but I need to make sure I'm out of range of the Kraken.
Orpheus is already tying the rope to your ankle.
I gotta let me wild shape first.
Oh, sorry.
Then I'd love the help because I'm not gonna have hands. But I mean, do we want to try that? Like, how much rope do we have? Like, can I be 200 feet in the air and drag the boat? 150 feet in the air? I'm waiting for any change in Nick's expression.
We can try it.
So, above board, Gwen.
Yeah.
The tentacles won't reach you, but the lightning storm might.
Did you look up the stat block for the Kraken?
No. I would not do that.
Hey, just so you know, I homebrew all of my stat blocks, so looking it up is not going to give you the same information. That's what we call metagaming.
Well, I have a 50-foot rope. If anybody else has rope, we can just link them together.
I got myself a 50
sailor's knot.
Before we go my route, I just want to make sure there aren't any other ideas about how to propel this boat, unless we want to drag it behind us by the a large distance with all this rope. That's an option.
I already proposed to you.
This is it. This is what we've got right now.
Is me with a very long rope.
How fast can you get back?
Oh,
buddy
shit.
ring.
Hold on.
You'll probably want to
fast.
hold the rope with your talon so you can let go of the rope when you need to.
That's my intention for certain.
With your talents.
Hold on, I will tell you.
Guys, just drop the boat off.
But then
Remember when I said, like,
I'll have a fly speed of 80
drop the boat
feet.
off.
yesterday, this is not what we do here. It's not what we do here, guy.
Nick, I'd like to be actively keeping an eye out for the Kraken.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I'm sure it's going to be super awesome.
Has it been a week yet? Is the elephant back yet?
Below my passive perception.
Yeah, it took you guys like a week just to sail to that side of the world, so...
I am also
it did?
looking for
Okay.
the thing, and I've got a 21.
You didn't use the elephant against the blood hunters, did you?
No.
When was the last time you used the elephant?
Maybe
Witches.
that night, but
It was the witches.
Oh my god.
Can it swim? Because it can't swim once it goes back to being a statue.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Can it swim? Can an elephant swim?
Nick, I'm watching next to Butch, and I got a 21.
Okay.
well, if it learned once, it'll never forget how to swim.
Can I get an actual number on how many feet of rope I have to pull this dinghy?
Or just 50.
We're on a boat.
I need more than 50.
How much
I got
rope
rope.
are you looking for?
Like, do you want 150?
Like 300 feet of rope.
I mean,
God.
yeah, you're on a boat. They kind of have rope. You could probably find 300 feet
I mean,
of
the
rope.
longer the rope, the heavier it's going to get.
Exactly. That is one thing you have to take into
Physics.
account is physics. So,
Hey,
Well, I have a strength
Not a lot
of
of friction on the ocean.
16 as a giant eagle.
you're also trying to pull a full-size fucking dinghy with 2 barrels of black powder and 300 feet of rope, which I believe is how much does 50 foot of rope weigh? It's like
1 pound.
no, and not in D&D logic.
it says
Is
10
it wet or is it dry?
Oh,
Ten-
50 feet of hempen rope is 10 pounds?
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, it's dumb.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds of rope, plus a boat, plus 2 full fucking barrels of black powder that you're trying to
Plus
Okay.
Buddy Rain.
plus Buddy Rain.
But don't worry,
Alright.
you're not holding the boat, you're just
But-
holding the rope. That's pulling.
Yeah, you're just. So if we nudge the boat with our boat and it gets the propelling motion, then that boat weight's not going to count because you're not pulling the boat weight. It's on water.
Yeah, I
You're
wouldn't worry.
there's still friction in water.
Wait,
Have you ever pushed a boat
Yeah,
in water?
that's dumb.
Okay, if I do 100
You're still pushing it against the friction of the
Not a
water.
yacht. It's not a yacht.
Okay, if I do
It's a dinghy with barrels in
150, what do I have to do to determine Like,
Yeah.
okay, I've been a giant eagle before. I know how strong they are. Can I... I'm just trying to figure out how much rope I can have, and I don't know how to calculate this.
You're just
and I'm
gonna
not
have
gonna
to take
argue
a
about
guess.
friction on water.
You're just gonna have to take a guess. You don't know. You know how strong a rope or a eagle is, but you've never tried to pull a fucking boat full of black powder across the fucking ocean.
I mean, if she can't pull it, we'll find out real quick.
We're trying so hard to start this combat encounter. We're trying real hard.
Splash. In a perfect arc.
Still sure we just dropped the boat on.
We're charting new territory with what we're doing right now. Those we've never.
I love this conversation, but I also hate this conversation.
Okay,
a little
here's what I'm gonna do.
granular here.
What are you gonna do? Give it to me,
200 feet
Gwen.
of rope. 200 feet of rope. And that's what I'm gonna do. 200 feet of rope.
Okay. So you're going to tie one end to the tip of the boat, lower the boat into the water with 2 barrels of gunpowder and Buddy Rain, sorry. You're going to grab the other end and try and pull it ahead of the moving galleon that's continuing to move towards the bay.
Is that what we're doing? Or is the
That's what I'm
galleon
asking.
idea we
stopping?
started with.
Or are you dropping sail and trying to stop the galleon and just let Gwen pull this into...
Dropping sail.
That was the
That's
trick.
Hold on. If I have to be faster than the
Oh!
galleon pulling this, that's going to
Trying
affect
drop it.
how much rope. So I need to be clear on that. What-
99 episodes later, and we finally learn how to make a boat stop.
You can drop the sails,
99
guys.
episodes later.
Holy crap. It's so much easier. Well, okay, maybe not easier.
So what's the plan?
I'm asking the rest of the party, are you wanting me to pull this in front of the galleon while the galleon is continue moving? Or are you guys going to drop sails and hang out while I move this towards the crescent? Or wherever it
Let's
is.
drop sail.
Yeah, I
Wait.
feel like the whole plan is to keep this boat out of danger as much as
Yeah,
possible.
shouldn't we go full sail? Get the big boat going as fast as we can, drop off the explosives, and get away from it?
How are we
Well,
going to tip
that
off the
would be-
explosions if we do that?
Yeah, that's all under the assumption that we're dropping it in the right spot.
There is
Me
no right
moving it.
spot.
That's
Meanwhile, the
exactly
Kraken's
the
coming
point.
up right under us.
Let's just stop right
Me
here.
keeping it moving
drop
is
sail.
ideally going to do it. Get
Yeah,
its attention.
yeah, let's do that. Let's drop sail. Stop the boat. Now that we know how to do that. Gwen, hit in giant eagle form from 200 feet in the air, will pull that boat out in front of us.
Yep.
And
Hopefully
yeah,
catch a Kraken. Go fishing, Gwen. Should we put some dead fish in the boat to make it smell better? Kraken smell things?
So
I think the powder's enough.
It's just a big dumb fish.
you lower the... Okay, so you're dropping sail. The galleon slows to a crawl, basically. Still being propelled slightly by the tide and the waves, but significantly smaller, or slower now. Lower the dinghy with the black powder and Buddy Rain. Rope.
The danger dinghy.
The danger dinghy. Rope tied to the tip, to the bow.
The death boat.
Gwen.
The death boat.
Yes.
Giant eagle?
Giant eagle.
Giant eagle?
Yep.
Gwen wild shapes into the giant eagle, picks up the rope with her talons, flies forward towards the island, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Make me a strength check. as an eagle.
Roll high.
So that's just going to be a roll plus the modifier, right?
Correct.
You're our only hope.
That is a 9.
Yeah, it is.
You all watch as Gwen. Gwen grabs this rope in her talons, takes off. As you watch the rope unwind from the deck,
Oh no.
the rope unwinds from the deck and goes taut against the bow of this dinghy. You see the dinghy jerk slightly, and you just see the entire rope. It was ding, as Gwen starts propelling downwards into the ocean.
Okay, can I obviously, if I see that happening, it was quite a length of rope. I would think I would have enough time to not nosedive into the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but you feel
Okay.
whiplash coming from...
Okay.
And you are knocked kind of silly for a second, and you start falling. And you're able to catch yourself, but you've fallen a few...
Okay.
Probably, 20, 30 feet or so before you catch yourself, and you're holding onto this rope, kind of trying to pull, and you see this taut rope with this eagle flapping like crazy, and this boat barely moving.
Can I make
Can
a
I-
It is
perception check?
moving.
It
I
is
like to look
moving.
around.
It's just like if the galleon's here, like slowly the dinghy's like going like this.
So it's very
In
slow.
3 days, we'll be ready for this Kraken.
So it's moving very slowly, but it is moving.
It's like glacier slowly.
Can I
Do it again.
try again? To
You can, but it's
reorient or adjust?
It's going to be a higher DC because you've already failed once, but you can try again.
We can always reduce the length of the rope.
Because between the weight of the boat, the 2 barrels of black powder, and the rope, you're probably pulling more weight than Butch at this point. You're probably
Can
a
I-
Butch and a half.
Can I? So I mean, it makes me feel like that. Like dropping half the rope, dropping 20 pounds isn't going to make a difference.
Probably
if I'm pulling
not.
a butch and a half.
Probably not. Dinghy, 2 barrels of powder, 2 or 4 ropes. Yeah.
Can Butch get in the water and give it like an initial shove?
Friction. What's he gonna
Yeah,
shove
but-
against?
You
Momentum.
could give it some momentum.
You can give it some momentum if you have something to push against.
Yeah, the water behind me. That's how swimming works.
This is why people prefer motorboats.
He just put his hand on it and kick.
Yeah,
Start
exactly.
kicking his feet.
He can put his hands on it and kick this 750 odd pound boat.
He's strong.
That's
This is why I said
not
you
how
just drop it
physics
in the
works.
water. Just drop it in the water and leave it.
Deviled eggs. It's protein.
All right.
gonna-
At what
Give
rate?
DM an aneurysm at this rate.
At what rate am I
He's gonna
moving?
give it right back to us.
Like, how long do I think it's going to take me to get towards that island?
Days.
Okay, so different plan. I think
It was
what
good
we're
attempt.
hearing is
I
that the
enjoyed
DM does not like this plan.
No, it's not that the DM doesn't
Well,
like
we
this
rolled
plan.
bad.
It's that you
We
failed
did.
this plan with
I'm
a
gonna make a perception
9.
check to see if there's
It's
a
like,
Kraken
it could have
sitting around
worked if
laughing
it wasn't a
at our
nine.
Go for it.
This is like a Three Stooges movie at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. If it's failed at this point, or if I'm perceiving that this is not
23.
fucking working,
Do you know what Kraken popcorn looks like?
Is there a laughing Kraken?
I want to try one more time
Go
to
for
pull
it.
this thing.
Go for it.
Oh,
Another strength.
Worst case scenario, I'm going to say fuck it, and then I'm just going to come back to the ship and say, here you go, guys.
Another
Box
strength
Kraken
check
Jack.
with the giant eagle, please.
18.
18.
It's better.
You kind of dig
Double.
into it again, and you kind of adjust your flying angle, and you're able to pick up a little bit of speed.
Do I still think it'll take me days?
I mean, you guys stopped, and this island was still, like, barely visible on the horizon when you guys started doing this. So
I have 4 hours in wild shape.
you
Yeah, I mean,
can
only
get...
two of us could see it, so.
Yeah, only 2 of you could see it, and it was a tiny
didn't
spit of
realize.
land.
I thought we were a
Was
lot
that
closer.
far away?
No.
Or,
No.
Yeah. I wouldn't have done this if I realized
No,
we
we
were that
wouldn't have done that.
Too late now.
I thought we were closer. Well,
This is
Y'all should
dope.
pay attention to the narrative when other people are doing things.
I
Anyway,
did.
you start pulling away from the Narissa. You don't think you can make it to the island, but whether or not that's the goal, you can at least get the dinghy a bit away, like in front. You can probably make it 60 to 100 feet in front of the Narissa. Comfortably with...
In 4 hours?
It's not necessarily going to be 4 hours so much as how long your stamina is going to last pulling this boat. Because again, you're still...
Is it obvious on the deck that it's...
Oh yeah, it's very obvious.
Okay.
Again,
so-
you're pulling the equivalent of like 750 pounds. You're not going to be able to fly for 4 hours pulling that weight.
Orpheus's intellect is high enough to shout to Gwen, Gwen, abort. It's not going to work this way.
I'm just
Abort
gonna
mission.
fucking come back to the boat, I guess.
Okay,
Come
so
back,
if we
but-
give the gunpowder back to the cannons, there's people on board that are going to fire the cannons to cover us with fire. Yeah,
Everybody-
we don't have to fire the cannons, right?
Everybody make a perception check for me.
Oh, good lord.
Arden just made it 23.
Since I'm still
24.
the eagle, I have
Yeah.
keen sight,
You
so I
do.
can do advantage, right?
Correct. Oh, why isn't this...
Hey, that's a
Everybody
halfway
but
decent
Butch.
perception.
Nicely done.
22.
What did you say you got? Whoa. You said you got a 24, Ember?
Yeah.
Since your rolls are still not showing up for some reason.
No,
Did I really roll a 2?
Yeah.
sounds like it.
It's not so much what you all see so much as what you all feel. Everyone feels this. You feel almost like the ship has run aground on something.
Oh.
Gwen,
I cast Water Walk.
Gwen, from up high, you see a large shadow underneath the boats. But also, not... It is stretched out to the point where the deepest shadow is under the dinghy.
And that's only, what, 80 feet from the boat?
Roughly about 60 feet-ish.
Do
As you
let's
see...
explode the dinghy. Hit it with fire. Fire.
Is,
Are you-
Is she still on the dinghy?
No, she's flying
No,
back.
she's the eagle.
You have... she's the only one who's seen the shadow underneath. Is only Gwen.
How high
She's-
up am I?
Caw, caw, caw.
You're flying
I
above
rolled
it
a
right now.
24.
I did too. I got a 24 as well.
You see there's a shadow underneath, yes. Gwen is the only one with an actual angle as to seeing exactly how large this thing is, and the fact that it stretches from underneath the dinghy to underneath your ship.
She's got a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
And in one fell swoop, almost like one round, you see, what was it? Oh yeah. You see this beige with reddish tinted tentacle. Gwen, you see this. You two see it not quite as well, since you don't have the bird's eye view. Come up, wrap itself around the dinghy, and fling it back towards the Narissa.
Yeah.
Rude. That was our gift to you, Rude.
And that is where we will pick up on Friday.
Woo!
So,
Real dice.
real dice, real table,
I
real
cast water walk.
minis. Yeah, I heard you say you
Real
cast water
Okay,
walk.
yay!
Real
With real
Kraken.
dice.
So,
Yay.
thank you all for sticking with us, and we look forward to seeing you on Friday. This Friday, 3 days from now. Yeah. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, as we sit around a table rolling real dice with real minis and real D&D the way God and Gary Gygax intended it. So, thank you all for joining us. Friday, 7 p.m., twitch.tv/thosenatural1s, youtube.com/@thosenatural1s, Trovo, hopefully, .live.s/thosenatural1s, and kick.com/thosenatural1s. We will see you on Friday.
Where hopefully we won't roll a natural one defeating or hell surviving a Kraken.
Have a fantastic night.